All right, let's do this. Connor Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Get the stream now, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. We need more people to like our Facebook page. So go to the Connor Marshall page.
I don't need them.
We post stuff there.
Yeah, we do all the time.
And we want people to see it. So people know what we're up to, what's going on with the show.
I'm an independent man, just like an independent woman. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need your money. I don't need your fame or your likes.
I do.
I could do it without it.
Anyway, like, follow, subscribe. Now, do you have a pre-show ritual that I am unaware of? Because I was walking from the studio back down to my office, and from the bathroom, it sounded like you were doing the hugest line of cocaine in the history of ever.
How do you think I look so awake every single morning? You think I could just talk like this, like a normal person, right out the gate? I woke up like 5 minutes ago. I was blowing my nose, man. The effing pollen is still out there attacking me. I'm still kind of congested right now. I don't know what's going on.
It sounded like Scarface going on in the bathroom, minus the shootout.
Yeah, I took a couple hits of Flonase. I put some drops in my eyes so they'd stop itching. I don't know what the deal is. The pollen is higher today. It's not my fault that I sound like a coke addict in our bathroom with the lights off at like 5:27 a.m., man. Stop judging me.
Nothing sketchy at all. So just 24 hours ago.
Now you had a better lead in. So speaking of cocaine, Mike Tyson. That's what you should have said.
Fair enough. Speaking of cocaine, Mike Tyson, just 24 hours ago, it came out that was not going to fight Evander Holyfield. Holyfield's camp came out and said, look, it's off. Negotiations falling apart. Mike Tyson wants too much money.
Yeah, we did that story yesterday. I remember that exactly.
Hold your roll, because Mike Tyson had this to say.
I like that.
How did this get turned around in less than 24 hours?
Why does he sound like every crack addict uncle that you see on every single? Hey man, just all right, sounds good. I'm gonna fight Evander Holyfield. Why does he sound like that?
I have
Did he
no
just
idea.
wake up? Did he
might
have his coffee?
He might have. I don't know.
Good Lord.
But no details. Outside of it, sounds like it's going to be the date on the 29th of May.
Okay.
But no details other than that. How this got turned around almost instantly. I mean, maybe Evander Holyfield's people were just using it. Maybe Tyson's camp was dragging some feet, and they're like, well, if we throw this out there, it will motivate them to sign this contract.
And like I said, Mike Tyson from yesterday's story, he needs money. He has a 400-acre pot farm that's probably not doing the best, okay? I'm sure he needs the cash to keep that thing flowing.
All right, so the fight is on, supposedly May 29th. We don't have any other details. As soon as we get them, we'll pass them on. All right, coming up on the show today, going to be joined by Mac from Bob 1069. That's coming up at 9 o'clock with Chicks on Dudes. Going to take your call. I'm sure most of you saw the story about the potential shrimp parts in a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, shrimp tails were found in a CTC box.
They're denying it. They're saying
no way.
That's not what it is.
No, it's sugar.
So we're going to talk about that. We'll take your calls. What's the grossest or maybe just the weirdest thing you have ever found in food? And then we've got to get to about last night. 3 stories to cover. Vaccination eligibility is expanding in the state of Georgia. We got details about the release of Black Widow. And Deshaun Watson's lawyer finally has made a statement about all of the sexual misconduct allegations brought up against the quarterback.
It sounds like there's 24 of them now.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Dear Lord.
Yeah.
It is the Connor and Marshall Show about last night. Coming up, we got brand new stuff from The Offspring. Let the bad times roll. Rock 1061. So, Dexter Holland, of course, Offspring, big hot sauce guy. We had the Gringo Bandito years ago.
Yeah, I still have a bottle of it at my house.
It's really good. Sent me a new bottle, Let the Bad Times Roll hot sauce.
Oh, nice.
Yesterday. So I had some leftover tamales from the weekend when I got home yesterday from a nap. You put it on the tamales, delicious.
That's nice.
Nice kick to it, a little bit of heat.
All right, so there you go. There's a little spot for you, Dexter. So throw us some more, preferably in cash.
So yeah, it was good.
Don't mind me as I share the show. Share the show.
And I will say, so I would make tamales more often, but they're kind of a pain in the ass. You got to do the whole wrap 'em thing and the corn and all that stuff. I got a new technique. I have increased my tamale production, so I'll be eating tamales more often at my house. I know nobody cares, but I'm pretty excited about it.
I'm happy for you.
I'm very happy because they are delicious. I'm looking at this going, what do I do with it? I have no idea.
And that's why the video is going to be great. Actually, talk about that.
Yeah, we should. Instead of the
no,
weight
Lily,
gain.
I was going to say just on the live stream, but yeah, do you want to switch out?
Yeah, I think we do the weight. And then the weight gain's fine, but I think this is going to be more entertaining.
Oh, okay. Sure. Perfect. I was actually just telling you to talk while I do this. So.
Oh, sorry. We'll talk about it later on the 7 o'clock hour. But so the challenge was laid down. I don't remember how now. That I think I can start a fire using a flint. So Marshall bought a flint this weekend. Going to go into my backyard, and I'm going to try to start a fire. I imagine my phone will die from videoing before I actually get the fire lit. I'll have to recharge. I'll have to stop and come back.
You'll just say you got it done. Like, dude, I totally did
It's done. Or as soon as it lights, that's when the phone will die. It's gone! And then it just stops. All right, we got about 50 seconds.
All right, perfect. No, I've shared the stream, baby. We're shared across multiple platforms. One day I'll learn how to actually do that in a better, more efficient way. Good morning, Gibby. How are you?
Gibby!
All right. Between the breaks, we got to talk about our managers meeting real quick because I have some unfortunate news.
Okay.
In regards to it.
Okay. It's happening?
Kind of,
okay.
But better.
Oh, okay. All right, we got about 15.
We're going with vaccination right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning. Invite everybody to check out the stream of the show. If you haven't done it yet, it is a lot of fun. I mean, let's be honest, it's better than working. So when you get to work, if you're on your way to work, fire up the computer, laptop, phone, it doesn't matter. You can get us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Comment back and forth, hang out in between breaks.
I don't suggest doing it the way our boss told me he does it, but he said he actually just puts his phone on his dash, covering his speedometer, and actually just watches us on the drive-in.
That dude never looks at his speedometer anyway. We've driven with that man.
Yes.
I've never feared for my life in a car more than I think when I was riding with him.
He's a very aggressive driver.
I
appreciate it.
I had to sleep coming back from wherever we were just so I didn't see my near and potential death.
You're so emotional in your older age. Jesus, get over it.
All right, about last night, story number 1. Georgia has expanded their COVID-19 vaccination eligibility. Governor Brian Kemp made the announcement yesterday that as of tomorrow, all Georgia adults can receive COVID vaccination. This includes anyone 16 years and older. Now, he is like, get your spot in line soon. I mean, I think it's going to go pretty quick. I think you're going to get a lot of people signing up over the next few days.
Well, according to this report, about 1.1 million Georgians are already fully vaccinated. At least 2 million people have at least one of the doses, but there's 11 million people in this state.
Yeah.
Doesn't make me feel very good when it comes to just the overall numbers. As of right now, maybe that'll get a lot better.
No, I think so. And Kemp was kind of upset with the media coverage of that, how people weren't getting vaccinated in the state of Georgia. So I'm guessing this is part of the reason he did this and opened up to everybody, because there's only 2 other states that have opened it up to all adults. That's Alaska and Mississippi. Now us. That's it. You got yours, though, so you're set.
Yeah, I'm good.
My wife got hers. She's set. I'm going to make an appointment, try to get mine as soon as possible. Now, if you're interested in making your appointment for state and county vaccination appointments, you can go to the Georgia Department of Health website or myvaccinegeorgia.com. You can check on where you can get it, and you can make your appointment. Now, some businesses, we talked about yesterday, Krispy Kreme is offering free donuts to anybody who's gotten vaccinated. one per day for the rest of the year.
which is incredible.
It's great.
Yeah.
Now, I want our company to follow the lead of some of these other companies because they're actually offering incentives to their employees to get vaccinated.
Yeah, companies like Target, Trader Joe, Petco, and then a whole line of restaurants are offering incentives for their workers to take the time off, and they actually get money. Like Kroger is offering employees $100 in store credit, and in addition to a one-time $100 payment for taking the vaccine. I got vaccinated. I get nothing. This company didn't even celebrate me. And today, fun fact, today is my 7-year anniversary here in Savannah at Rock 1061.
Congratulations.
And you know what? No one celebrated me yet. This is BS.
It's 6:15.
I know.
Nobody's up.
It's a bit early. I understand.
I mean, they're not going to celebrate you, but still, how can you expect it this early?
They should. They should.
My daughter, by the way, works at Kroger.
Did she get it?
Now she's going to be able to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell her, I'm like, $100 in-store credit, $100 payment.
Yeah.
Get that vaccine, make some money.
I love that Publix is one-upping them, though. So Publix is giving their associates a $125 gift card to use in store after they get both doses.
All right, take that, Kroger. All right, coming up next for About Last Night, got to talk Black Widow, your chance to see it when and where. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Good morning, Gibby. Yeah, Gibby says, I get my screening tomorrow. Now I should be able to get my wife one as well at the same time. Good for you, man.
Good, that's awesome.
Get vaccinated. I will say I did the Pfizer vaccine. I don't know if there's one superior vaccine. I don't think there is. I think they're all kind of the same. Except the Johnson & Johnson one I heard is just a little less because it's a one-shot deal.
That's what my wife got.
Yeah, so I don't know. The first shot, my arm was sore. The second shot, I was totally fine. My wife definitely had flu-like symptoms for like 36 hours. Just a heads up on that.
My wife was wrecked the following day. The day of the shot, arm was sore. The next day, she slept all day. Felt nauseous, never got sick, but did not feel well.
No, when we talked about this, she actually felt fine. She just wanted to sleep to be away from you.
Didn't want to hang out with me. That tracks. All right, I didn't make my coffee early. I'm going to do it now.
And going back to what I was going to say about our managers meeting. So we have a managers meeting every Wednesday, 10 a.m., the moment the show ends. And today, as in last week I was able to shame my boss out of canceling the meeting and making it like an email only, which probably could be like straight up. It could just be an email. But I'm going to have to go to the managers meeting today. And that's just the sad thing, that I'm going to have to go. I have to do the work. And it really saddens me. So pray for me, guys. It's my anniversary. I shouldn't have to go to the meeting. 7 years at this company, no big deal. But there you go. That's the reason why I feel sad about the managers meeting. Big update. I don't think I'm going to shame our boss out of not having to do the meeting. I think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And plus, it's happening on my 7-year anniversary here, so extra sad for me.
2-3 weeks ago, I celebrated my 12th anniversary. Nobody said crap to me.
Mm-mm.
It's 5 extra years in, man.
Yeah. We've seen your breadth of work, and there's a reason we didn't celebrate you. Same reason why no one's celebrating me. Oh, look, we got a bot this early.
Damn.
Ooh, 2 of them.
Early this morning.
Those bots never sleep. And as always, no, we don't want to become famous. We just want your love. QC Miami Dolphins 1232. Just love us. So you're going to get vaccinated, right? Is that what you're doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm going to, once we get off the air today, I'm going to see if I can make an appointment. I want to try to get it done over the second shot, independent of when it was. I want to make sure I'm not getting the second shot or the first shot if I get the Johnson the day before our show, just in case, it wrecks me or whatever.
Yeah, it's
So I'm hoping maybe on a Friday.
Yeah. Try to get it on a weekend if you can, and then if you do get the second dose, like if you do a Pfizer or you do the whatever, you have to wait like 21 days, 3 weeks apart.
Yeah.
We want our damn donut, Gibby. Good point.
Doing it all for the donut. Story of my life.
I see what you did there. Limp Bizkit wrote a song like that. All right, next up, we're going to talk about Black Widow. Officially became official yesterday. Black Widow is coming out in July on your home screens, on your TVs, and in theaters. I'm going to go see it in the theater. I'm actually going to my very first movie post-pandemic. Here in like 3 weeks.
What are you going to go see?
Mortal Kombat, man.
Okay. I got HBO Max now. I'm just going to watch it in my house.
Gibby goes, I think Limp Bizkit had it. They did. I made that joke earlier. I'm going to go see Mortal Kombat. That's going to be my first movie back in theaters. That comes out April 16th.
Yeah.
I'm going to go see that. And then, it'll be Black Widow July 9th or whatever it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go to a movie theater at this point in time to watch a movie. And it's like, outside of the Avengers, I can't think of the last time I went to a theater where it was just insanely packed.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and you're going to have less people there anyway. Even with a movie like The Black Widow, I think you'd be fine going to a theater at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember the last movie I saw. I mean, it had to have been in January or February last year.
Mine was it had to have been the Star Wars movie in December.
I know I saw Invisible Man in theaters, and that was January.
Yeah.
But I can't think of one past that. So maybe that may have been the last one.
Yeah, I think mine was Star Wars. Saw it in December.
Oh, I also have, on a side note, so I've been getting a sleeve done for like the last 3.5 years, a Legend of Zelda sleeve on my left arm. So my tattoo artist, right after the pandemic started, pretty much April, he retired.
Yeah.
He straight up retired.
He's what, 27?
Well, I mean, he created a tiki mug business.
Oh, you told me about this. Yeah.
And it has been so wildly successful. He essentially has been doing that full-time since.
Good for
He's
him,
not
man.
tattooed. He's going back to tattooing here in the next 2 months at a brand new studio in Las Vegas. So
Okay.
Great news is I hit him up and is very excited about wrapping this up. So I'll be going to see him later this year.
Nice, man. You're almost done, right?
Yeah. I've got I got the worst part. I got around the elbow, and then I got a little spot above my shoulder here.
Okay.
I'm gonna do, and then I'm done.
I mean, are
That's
you
it.
getting
Yeah.
the ditch done? Oh,
Yeah.
good times.
Yeah, I'm not pussing out of that.
No, I get it. My next one is in May. Going over to see Kelly Borders again, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, this will be my last cross the country tattoo trip.
Dude, there's so many great tattoo shops in town. Yeah. So no, I'm getting my other leg done, so I will have all appendages after this one.
Sick.
I know, right?
All right, 2 minutes off from talking Black Widow. And what's the other film? Cruella.
Cruella, yeah. And then they had some others that they announced, the official dates for it.
Yeah, I got those.
I just did like the ones through December.
I got them.
Cool.
Last movie Gibby saw was theaters was the second 50 Shades. Wow. What's more embarrassing, that you had to type that or actually go see the movie?
Now, did you go by yourself?
No way.
'Cause
Gibby took his wife.
I went and saw Wild Things by myself.
Gibby says my next installment will be next Sunday.
Oh,
continuing
crap.
my
Nice, man.
biomech arm. Cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he goes with my wife.
Yeah. I went and saw Wild Things by myself.
Yeah.
That was the most uncomfortable I've ever been in the movie theater.
Was it weird that you had to wait an hour after it ended because of you had to wait for your boner to subside?
It was just me and 3 other dudes in there anyway now. Yeah.
So you all sat next to each other?
We all sat next to each other. It was very weird. No, it was so uncomfortable. I got off work early and I just had time to kill, and I went to see that movie, and no, never again by myself to see that movie.
So wait, you'd see it with like a chick? You feel more comfortable if you're watching Wild Things with a chick?
I'd bring a group of small children.
It's actually a Christmas tradition at Cotter's house. He actually watched it with his two small children every year.
When I was in charge of the Girl Scout class, the trip went and saw a movie. That was the movie.
That was, you brought a whole class of children to see Wild Things.
Yeah, it was fair.
Nev Campbell is
underrated as an actress.
As an actress of our generation. All right, guys, 15 seconds talking about last night and Black Widow and Disney flicks.
The stream is already off to a weird start this morning. You should join us. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Mostly Cotter. He has some issues.
I wouldn't say issues. I would say problems.
Uh-huh.
There's a difference.
Yeah, okay. Honestly, we're one psychologist away from having some really, really deep revelations about Cotter as a man.
If we can do it on the
or
air.
a woman. I'm not for sure.
If we can do it on the air, bring in somebody. They can sit right here. You can be on camera. We can hash this out.
Well, let's at least get through the first month of the show before we find out some really weird stuff about you.
All right, fair enough. About last night, story number 2. Disney made the announcement with several movies, but the big one we want to talk about, of course, is Black Widow. It is coming to theaters and Disney Plus Premium Access coming out July 9th. Now, the Premium Access means you have to pay extra. It'll be $30 to see this movie.
It's technically cheaper to go to the movie theater and watch the film as opposed to just watch it in your house.
If it's like you and the wife, sure.
Yeah.
If I want to take my wife and kids, no, it's cheaper for me to watch it at the house.
Exactly. So what are you going to do with the movie? I obviously have a pretty good idea of probably what you're going to say. But if you and your family are all vaccinated at this point.
Yeah.
You said I think you were going to watch it at home, right?
Yeah, I'm going to watch it at home.
Even if you were vaccinated, would you still watch it at home?
It has nothing to do with the vaccination at this point in time. It's just cheaper. I mean, it's going to cost us at least $10 a ticket to go see it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to throw in a bunch of money for popcorn, snacks, and drinks.
You bring your own.
Well, okay.
Come on.
But, I mean, it's just it's $10 cheaper just for the movie. I've already got food and beer at my house. I mean, I'm good. I'll watch it at the house. I don't need to see it in the movie theater.
And the movie theater experience still to me is sacred, man. I mean, like the giant screen still shouts at me of awesomeness. I mean, it's an exclamation point to the movie itself. Yeah, some movies, some smaller scale movies, I'm fine totally watching it at the house. But man, with Black Widow, an MCU film, I think like watching it on the big screen is definitely the way to go.
And I don't disagree with that. And I do love going to see a movie and have that whole experience of being in the theater. But I stand by it, man. I think this pandemic is changing the movie-going experience, especially from a theater standpoint, forever. I don't think theaters are going to go away, but I think you're going to see, companies do more of this because I don't know what the split is, for like a movie ticket, how much the company is getting or how much the theater's getting.
Right.
But this $30 on Disney Plus, that's all back to Disney.
Yeah,
they don't have to split it with anybody.
You're right, 100%. But I still feel like, I mean, just there's an experience there that people want to get out of their houses. Not everyone's going to be sitting at their houses watching this film, trying to rile up their kids when in a movie theater setting, they're literally sitting in that seat the entire time. I think there is some comfort for parents when that child knowingly knows they have to sit in that seat and at least pay attention to a singular thing as opposed to like running to the other side of the house and like grabbing a lighter and then grabbing a can of gasoline and then setting a fire in your kitchen. Not saying I did that as a small child, but honestly, I think I may have.
No, I don't think the movie theater experience will ever go away. And I don't think they're going to do this for every movie where they release it in the theater and on Disney Plus. But I think some of the bigger movies, I think you're going to start seeing that. I mean, they're doing that for Cruella, which comes out May 28th. That's going to be in theaters and on Disney Plus for $30 extra. But I mean, I just think it's too easy money, too much. It's just too easy because they don't have to split that with anybody.
Yeah, I mean, possibly. We'll see how things go. But also, Disney released a whole slate of movies that are going to be coming out. There was some changes. So once again, Cruella, which is the Emma Stone, Cruella DeVille, 101 Dalmatians kind of prequel thing. That is coming out on May 28th. Black Widow on July 9th. Free Guy, which is Ryan Reynolds' like video game and
I want to
PC
see
movie.
this so bad.
It's supposed to come out last December. It's coming out August 13th. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which is another Marvel property, is coming out September 3rd. And The Kingsman is now coming out on December 22nd.
And that's the prequel
to the Kingsman.
Yeah, it's so confusing. All right, one more story to go. And about last night, Deshaun Watson's lawyer has finally released a statement about the sexual misconduct allegations brought against the quarterback. We'll talk about that coming up after the Pumpkins. It's Disarm, Cotter, and Marshall Show. Rock 1061. All right, I'm going to get my.
All right. Morning coffee ritual for Cotter, going to grab his stuff. Wrapping up the 6 o'clock hour with a story about Deshaun Watson. More of an update. We talked about Deshaun Watson earlier this week. He's got all sorts of stuff going on in his personal life, minus football. We'll talk about Connect Savannah Awards. Of course we will. And yes, don't worry, I will drop the link in the chat today if for some reason you haven't voted for us yet. In the 7 o'clock hour, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Cinnamon Toast Crunch, they're on the hot seat right now because a member of the media, really, a guy who has a podcast, he found some Cinnamon Toast Crunch shrimp tails in his box of cereal. Gross. So we're going to talk about that and take your calls on finding the grossest stuff you've ever found in your food. We'll also play back your phone calls there. We'll talk about Tales from the Bar as well. So when Cam was in just last week from the Savannah Tap House, he told us his tale from the bar, so we'll play that back for you at the end of the 7 o'clock hour. So that's what we have coming up in the meantime here on the Cotter and Marshall Show. Cotter is back in the studio. Great news, Cotter. I was talking to Tim, the engineer, yesterday. Tim, first of all, was incognito yesterday watching us, apparently a little bit. I don't think he heard us talking much shit about him.
I'd assume he knows we're talking shit about him.
Right, yeah. So, well, anyway, he said he was watching the show. Also, he said he actually has a possible processor for our computer that will fix our camera issue or stream.
Nice. Like
but we're still looking for the boss to buy us a new one. But just in case he doesn't, we possibly have something. Let's see.
All right, we got about 50.
Okay. Just checking into our Cinnamon Toast Crunch. If you Google Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the second thing that comes up is Cinnamon Toast Crunch Shrimp. Jensen Karp has changed the world. Hi, guys. Once again, thanks for hanging out. We're about 15 seconds away from jumping on the air talking about Deshaun Watson, actually doing an update on his story.
Be sure to get the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. So earlier this week, we talked about the Deshaun Watson story, of course, quarterback for the Texans, where multiple women came out and accused him of sexual misconduct, all tying to, like, massage therapy sessions that he had set up. At last look, yesterday, it was 14. It could be over 20 now?
I saw that it was over 20 possible people are alleging that he did some unsavory stuff. Yeah.
So Watson's lawyer, Rusty Hardin, has finally released a statement saying the allegations of sexual assault against Watson are false. He even claims one of the plaintiffs who brought a case recently had previously attempted to blackmail Watson in January for about $30,000. Now, in a quote, he says, "I want to emphasize at the outset that we and Deshaun recognize that sexual assault and harassment are not only unlawful but morally wrong. It takes courage for women to come forward to report being mistreated, particularly when they attach their name to a lawsuit. We do not take these allegations lightly. However, fairness to the accused is equally as important." He's basically calling the lawsuit and the atmosphere around it a circus. He doesn't like the way the Busby law firm is handling this whole situation.
Yeah, so now there are apparently 20-plus women claiming sexual assault against Deshaun Watson. Now, this stems from Deshaun apparently getting personal massages from women that he found on Instagram during the pandemic, maybe even prior to that. And yeah, 20-plus women apparently have come forward. Now, Rusty Hardin, Deshaun's lawyer, said that Tony Busby, not only doing the circus-like atmosphere, is not actually giving them an opportunity to talk to the women either. He said that they're using anonymity as a shield, and then obviously letting the public humiliate Deshaun in the course of that. So, I mean, this is unfortunate, obviously, for Deshaun. Deshaun, he said he wanted out of Houston for the Houston football team, said he wanted to trade out, and then that's not happening. And then all of this wave of assault cases came against him. So, obviously, he's got a lot going on in his personal life. With that, plus his trade request saying he's never going to play for the team again, I don't think Deshaun Watson is going to be playing football this year in 2021.
Now, on Tuesday night, NFL insider Benjamin Albright revealed that he had spoken to several teams who had previously been interested in Watson, and they're reportedly moving on without him in their plans for the time being.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play in for this year, 2021 at all, until this stuff is cleared up.
Now, the NFL doesn't have any further comments. They were, at the last report, investigating the situation. No word on what they'll do. And they don't have to wait for any sort of criminal charges, lawsuits to go through. If they find anything in their investigations, they can suspend him, ban him for the league, whatever they want to do. So it's an ongoing story. We'll keep you posted. But that is the latest about Deshaun Watson, and that wraps up about last night. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, guys, thanks for waking up. Thanks for getting up. Thanks for hanging with us on this wonderful Wednesday that we've entitled Cinnamon Toast Gross. Top of the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about this story of this dude. His name is Jensen Karp. Right, Jensen Karp? Yeah, Jensen Karp. He actually bought like a Costco double pack of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and he was pouring out a bag, and he found cinnamon toasted like shrimp tails.
Yeah, it's gross.
And then there was some like pieces that had like some burnt black on it, which I think I've seen before. Cinnamon Toast Crunch people said that was just burnt sugar, which I believe on that. But the shrimp tails are very obviously shrimp tails, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like, no, they're not.
There's also a picture of what looked to be dental floss in the bag.
Yeah, it looks like meat packing string. You know, like when when you see like there's
something you may tie shrimp together with.
Yeah, you may tie some sort of meat with. That looks like that was in there. And also their second bag it looked like it had a piece of clear plastic tape on it, like the bag was ripped. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't see that one.
Following Jensen Karp currently on Twitter is a fantastic thing. He's been putting up all sorts of stuff with this. Now, he's not I don't know. I mean, he's a comedian. Yes, he's married to Topanga from the Boy Meet World show. So obviously he's done very well in his life. He's crazy hot. But, I mean, he's just a podcaster. And he was on K-Rock for a while in L.A. It's just weird that this story has kind of taken off the way it has.
Yeah.
But, man, we got a lot of reaction when we put that the comments up last night.
Yeah. I mean, it's we've all kind of probably experienced it. I mean, just you get something gross in food. I've got a few stories. One of them from when I was younger. I don't remember all the exact details, but I think I remember most of it. It was something my mom found in food.
Mm-hmm.
That was gross, so we'll talk about that. And, yeah, I've got some good reactions off of Facebook, so we'll share those and take your calls.
Well, we got a minute. Let's answer the internet. All right, that's a good one. Well, that's a good one. This is a nice and savory one for 6 a.m. Once again, guys, thanks for hanging out. Let's go ahead and answer the internet, a game we play during the breaks here at the Cotter and Marshall Show. If you could put any franchise restaurant in your house,
Ooh,
What would it be?
franchise restaurant.
Yeah, it's going to be franchise.
Chewy's. They're a franchise now. F you. Easy answer. Chewy's you started in Austin, Texas. It was just this little Tex-Mex restaurant. And every time we'd go to Austin, I have to eat at Chewy's. And now it is franchised. It would be Chewy's all day long.
Gee, I didn't know you liked Chewy's with the shirt you're
wearing.
wearing.
I'm even wearing a Chewy shirt. Look at that. I have an extensive collection of Chewy shirts.
Wow. Outstanding. Outstanding.
I love Chewy's.
It would be, for me, Jesus. What makes a franchise? Just more than one location, or does it have to be?
You have to legitimately be able to franchise it. I mean, I think you'd have to be able to call in and go, I want to franchise this restaurant. Chain restaurant.
Hold on, I just want to do a little Googling, see if there's like a number. There is it. Okay. I would choose. Here's the thing. I'm not exactly a morning guy. Don't know if you noticed that or not. But
well, technically, you are a morning guy.
I hate having to leave my house in the morning to go get like breakfast stuff.
Yeah.
So I think maybe I would do Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin'. Yeah, I'd have coffee, I'd have donuts, plus they have like the breakfast sandwich stuff.
Yeah.
I would heavily consider Dunkin' as my go-to franchise restaurant in my house. Like, look, I love going out, nightlife, doing dinner, all that fun stuff. I don't need a dinner place in my house, but breakfast is always the toughest. You never want to really make breakfast at your house.
No, I hate making breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to go once again. We have a answer the internet question here. If you could put any franchise restaurant in your house, what would it be? I would seriously consider Dunkin'.
Okay.
I think that would probably be the way to go.
No, I'm going to stick with Chewy's. Yep, I'm good. Because the closest one is in Jacksonville. I got to drive 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could just, order up a burrito.
I've got a take on Chewy's, but you'll hate me for it. You'll hate me for it.
Do you just hate everything I like?
No.
Is it do you hate
No,
things I like?
I don't hate everything you like.
Is it intentionally, or is it just something inside of you? As soon as I go, I like that, you're like, why do I hate that so much? All of a sudden, I just really hate
There
that.
are things we both like. We both like the band Ghost.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
We both love burritos.
That's true.
See, you know what? How about you stop being so goddamn negative all the effing time, Cotter? I don't hate everything you like. There's certain things that I don't like that you love. Sorry for being, wait for it, effing different. We don't have to be the same. Jesus, you carrot top looking motherfucker.
No, you and I together, Carrot Top.
Right, pretty much.
So what's your take on Chewy's? Hit me.
All right, Chewy's is Mexican Chili's.
That's fair. No, I'll accept that. That's fair.
That's my take.
No, I think that's a fair take. But it's good. I don't care.
Chewy's. So if you've
been better than Chili's, though.
If you've been to a Chili's, and you're like,
it's better than Chili's.
I wonder if they only did Mexican food. That's Chewy's.
Chewy's is better.
I'm not saying Chili's is bad.
No,
I enjoy myself a good Chili's visit every once in a while. Baby back ribs.
I get that. That's a fair take on it.
Yeah, I mean, I seriously, I think I would not be surprised if we actually did some research and just found out that Chewy's is owned by Chili's.
Now, it's like because one thing I will say, it's like you've been to the original Chewy's years ago when we went to Austin. So there was so much uniqueness and personality, and it was, Austin's got this whole Keep Austin Weird vibe, and this restaurant fit that vibe. So it's like they took that and tried to mass produce it. So you lose some of the uniqueness and some of the quirkiness, which made the smaller original version so much fun, because they're just trying to copy that. But you know what? Don't care. It's delicious.
So in a news article from the Houston news site back in 2012, taking stock, Chewy's goes public, vows not to become Chili's.
Too late. You failed.
All right, so Chewy's is owned by the Habit Restaurants, LLC. I'm doing a little research here.
Okay. Well, it's funny because, so Chewy's has more than just the one location in Austin now, and it was a little bit of a haul to go. My aunt lives in Austin. We'd stay at their place. It was a little bit of a haul to go to the original one downtown. There's one 10 minutes from their house. That's the only one they go to anymore, so they don't even care that it's, franchised out. All right, guys, we got about 15. Be right back. Thanks for hanging out this morning. You can get the stream live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right, before we get into Connect Savannah, so Marshall, I love, and we were talking about it off air, but we're not going to talk about this specific restaurant, but I love like Tex-Mex kind of spicy hot food.
Sure.
And for years, I've been trying to find a good source for Hatch green chilies. And I discovered them at Kroger the other day. They had them in a little plastic container. I got one of them, and I'm like, this is as close as I've gotten to legit Hatch green chilies outside of like Texas or New Mexico. So every time I go to the store now, I buy multiples. I mean, I probably bought 20 of these things.
Wow.
And I'm to the point now to where I'm eating things just to put Hatch green chilies on them.
Example.
So I would never eat just cheese on a tortilla at the house. That has been my go-to lunch the past 3 weeks, just so I can dump like a container of Hatch green chilies on this.
Okay.
So here's the problem. Chilies, as I get older, affect me in a negative way. You know, they like to kick me in the ass, if you will.
Sure.
So by eating chilies multiple times a day, I think I've dropped 15 pounds.
That's incredible. Good for you. That's a great
Is
diet.
Is it good, though? Is it good?
Yeah. No, there in no way will this adversely negatively affect you in the coming days, months, and years. No, this sounds like a legitimate diet plan that is working for you.
I can't quit though, man. I can't stop. We had what do we have?
So you're addicted.
I'm addicted to Hatch green chilies.
Wow.
I mean, they're just a little plastic container. It's $1.50 at Kroger, and man, they're delicious. I'll put them on everything, anything. It doesn't. I'm gonna go home and eat them today. On what I don't. Maybe I'm gonna get to the point I'm just spooning them out of the container.
Well, you just put them on little crackers. Act very fancy.
But it kept me up last night multiple times.
Oh wow. No, it doesn't sound like it's negatively affecting you at all.
No, well, because I got home from trivia. I got home around, I don't know, 11:15, 11:20 last night.
You ate like half a pound of them?
I did. Why did I do that right before bed? I am such a moron. Anyway, that is my adventures with Hatch green chilies. If you're unfamiliar with them, you should check them out. They're delicious.
So happy you shared that.
All right, so Connect Savannah, voting goes until the 31st of this month. We are not above begging, groveling, pleading for your votes in multiple categories in the media/radio division.
Yeah, so we're 1 week out from today, and of course, if you want to vote for us, I dropped the link in the chat today if you're live streaming us. Please, yes, vote for us for Best Radio Station, Rock 106.1, Best Morning Show, the Cotter and Marshall Show. We understand we've only been on the air for 3.5 weeks. Actually, 3.5 weeks exactly today.
Yep.
Also, Best Personality, me.
We're endorsing.
I'm taking it.
We're endorsing.
Yeah,
Marshall.
That's right.
I'm
Cotter's gotten 6. I want the first one.
I'm fine with that, man. My endorsement is for you.
Yeah, and then of course, if you could vote for us directly by using the media tab at the very bottom of the page, but also there's one for Best Commercial. Cotter and I shot a commercial that aired on WSAV. Go ahead and just vote Cotter and Marshall for the best commercial as well.
I'll say it. If you don't know where to put us everywhere.
Yeah,
I don't care. I'll take one vote for the best, chicken wings. It's fine.
Yeah, we'd like to win an award that we have nothing to do with.
Dude, that would be the perfect thing. That would sum up our show so perfectly. We won for best chiropractor.
Yeah.
How is that possible? I don't know, but it happened.
I don't know. I got a massage once, so pretty sure I am a chiropractor.
All right, coming up top of the hour, we're going to talk about the Cinnamon Toast Crunch story. A dude found parts of shrimp in his box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. He's got the pictures to prove it. We'll take your calls, comments, and texts at 800-394-1061 with the question, what's the grossest or weirdest thing you have ever found in food? It's coming up after 7, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging around. Gibby. Yeah, I mean, can you vote twice? I thought you could only vote once.
I thought you could only vote. The way I interpret it was you can go in there and change your vote up until the 31st, but you only have one vote per category.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna check it out real quick.
Because you log in under yourself, and I think it keeps your votes there, right?
I believe so.
So
I'm just gonna check in real quick. I didn't know if it was like I voted for the first time just the other day.
I hope it's just a one-off thing, because if not, that's too much work, man. I don't need to vote multiple times. One done. I mean, I feel bad asking you guys to vote for us once. I'm not going to beg for you guys to do it every day.
Yeah, I am. Jesus Christ, man. Know your place.
I do. That's why I'm not going to ask for them to do it every day.
Let's see. Yeah, it looks like you can actually vote multiple times because I just voted for best local radio station. Yeah, so vote multiple times. Gibby, use that second email and then go back and vote on your first again.
Did you use the same email?
Yeah, I mean, I was already logged in.
Interesting. All right. Well, what the hell?
I should just actually copy and paste here. All right, guys. Once again, thanks for hanging around this morning. We appreciate it. Please, if you don't mind, go vote for us. ConnectSavannah.com. The big banner at the top says Connect Savannah Awards. Vote for us. Cotter's not going to beg, but I will. I don't give a shit about him. Don't mind me. And I'm not being greedy. I'm not trying to get best local Facebook page or best local Instagram or Twitter or even TikTok. I just want the rest of them. All right, guys. Once again, thanks for hanging around this morning. Got Mac from Bob 106.9. Join us at 9 o'clock today for Chicks on Dudes. Excited for that. Got some banger questions, dude. Got some good stuff for Chicks on Dudes. We'll also do Tales from the Bar at 7 o'clock. Had a story from Cam, our good friend of ours, who stopped in this past Friday for beer for breakfast. Also talked to Tony over at Wicked Weed in regards to his appearance this coming Friday for beer for breakfast. He's very excited.
Oh, good.
He has said he is over-preparing himself.
Hopefully that means he's bringing a lot of beer.
He said, how many beers should I bring? I told him, you know what? Let's just bring at least 2 and bring at least 24 ounces of each beer. So
that's fair.
Yeah, well.
And then a case for each of us.
All right. We'll let him decide that. I'm not going to ask for gifts for coming into our show.
No, I get it.
Not yet, at least. But people should honestly think about gifting us every time they come into our studio. Just something nice. Like a donut would be a great start. Connect Savannah rarely updates their website, too. Rarely. Later on this morning as well, we'll play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery, for another chance at winning some Extreme Monster Truck tickets. And by that, I mean another chance is we are just going to straight up give them to you if you play with us. So that's kind of how we're going to run it. Boinker1236, hello. Hello, welcome to the show. I don't think I've ever seen you join the show before. Maybe you have. Is that
hello.
Possibly Gavin? I'm not for sure. I think it's Gavin, LA Rams. What up, man? Now that I think about it. Sorry, you've went under a bunch of different handles.
Got to stay incognito. Keep you guessing.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's go ahead. And how much time we got?
We got plenty.
Still in commercials?
Yeah, we got.
All right. Oh, this is a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, what up, Gavin? If you had to win a game show to stay alive, which game show would you choose?
Ooh. What could I do good at?
All right, so here's some game shows technically. Survivor, Fear Factor,
Yeah.
The Chase.
I'm thinking more trivia related.
Match Game, Jeopardy, Wipeout, The Amazing Race.
Yeah, I'm trying to think something more trivia related, not, that's not Jeopardy.
The floor is lava.
Because, Survivor and some of those more reality show-based game shows, there's too many just other elements you can't control.
Mm-hmm.
I want something where if I lose, it's all on me. I don't want to be voted out to my death.
Supermarket Sweep. Honestly, I think I could probably do Supermarket Sweep.
Guys' grocery games.
Oh, yeah.
Triple G.
All right, once again, guys, answer it in the chat. If you had to win a game show to stay alive, which game show would you choose? Phil goes Family Feud or Wheel of Fortune. See, Wheel of Fortune, I probably feel pretty good about. Family Feud, I don't know.
Family Feud. I gotta rely on my family. No, I'm out. I'm out.
That would be
see.
hilarious to see your family. Dude, what about Double Dare?
Oh, dude,
I feel like I could crush Double Dare.
I loved that game. Growing up, I would do Double Dare in a heartbeat.
Allie goes, does man versus food count? Some of those are challenging. Yeah, let's say yeah. Let's say absolutely yeah. Man versus food does count.
We know Jake would pick Legend of the Forbidden Temple because he gets a boner every time that's brought up.
It's true, but Jake could not perform on that show. Jake has the lateral movements of a sloth, so there's no way. Ashley goes, Legends of the Hidden Temple. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I think I could probably
There you go.
okay
That's a
at.
good one. I'd feel okay with that.
Wheel of Fortune, Let's Make a Deal. Hollywood Squares, I loved as a kid, man. I watched a bunch of Hollywood Squares.
Yeah, there was all kinds of iterations of that one. It's like when the Game Show Network first came on, and they didn't focus on producing their own games, and it was legitly the old school game shows from like the 70s, 80s. I loved that network.
Gibby goes, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
No. I would fail. I would fail, and it would be embarrassing to fail as bad as I would fail. So,
all right, so definitively answer this question, Cotter. If you had to win a game show to stay alive, which game show would you choose?
I think Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I think that's a good choice. I'd feel okay with that. It's all on me. Even the phone a friend. If the final decision's on me, I'd feel okay with that.
Sorry, allergies are killing me today, apparently. Again. I would feel really good about Supermarket Sweep. I think I feel pretty confident in that one. Ooh, what about Cash Cab? Remember Cash Cab? Wasn't that on like Discovery Network?
I think, yeah. I don't know if I've ever actually watched a full episode of that. So is it just
thank you, Gibby.
Is it just general knowledge questions?
Which one?
Cash Cab.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one wouldn't be bad then.
Yeah, I think Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Guaranteed win. I think I could nail that.
See, like I said, not only would I die if I lost, I would know that I am not smarter than a fifth grader before I die. I don't need that going out.
Yeah. Cash Cab, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Supermarket Sweep, and then Double Dare. Those are the four that I think I could crush.
Yeah, I don't know, though. The Double Dare, that final obstacle course challenge, always tough.
It's just always slippery.
Yeah, but I mean,
Can I wear cleats?
Probably count on one hand how many teams actually made it through the whole thing.
Right.
Usually failed that.
Yeah, I think I could do pretty well. What do you guys think? Obviously, thanks for dropping your answers into the chat this morning. People love this question. Once again, if you had to win a game show to stay alive, which game show would you choose? I think my favorite's from Allie. Does man versus food count? I think it absolutely does. I think I could crush some eating contests. I would ask that I had to do some training at least one day prior, because I would just chug water the entire day just to stretch my stomach out.
Yeah, no, you'd have to. You would have to, because I mean that's the biggest thing with a lot of those challenges. It's just like you get full so quick. I tried years ago the B&D Burgers challenge, and it's too. And I started with the fries because I asked the wait staff. I'm like, well, where should I start? Like fries. Mistake. Just filled up on fries.
They're so heavy.
Yeah, filled up on fries, and I got through like a burger and a half, and there's like 3.
What was the challenge?
It's like, is it 3 pounds of burger or something like that? I mean,
okay.
And then it's like this massive plate of fries, and you got the bun, and everything on the burger you got to eat, and it's just like it was rough. It was so rough.
Yeah, I want to do some eating challenges. I think that would be a lot of fun.
There's the hot bowl place we still got to go do, and we can probably film that one. That would be fun.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. Once again, thanks for hanging out this morning with the Cotter and Marsh Show. We're a minute away?
We got another song.
Oh, okay. We're like 4 or 5-ish minutes away from jumping back on the air. We're going to talk about that Cinnamon Toast Crunch story, just in case you didn't see it. A guy named Jensen Karp opened up a Cinnamon Toast Crunch bag, poured it out, and he found 2 shrimp tails in it. They were Cinnamon Toast Crunched, flavored all over them. Long story short, we're going to ask you guys the question, what's the grossest thing you've ever found in your food? If you're hanging around this morning and you got something you want to share, please drop it into the chat right now. We'll bring it up. We also got a bunch of comments on our Facebook page last night, and we'll take your phone calls as well. Speaking of that, do we have a phone call right now?
No. I don't know what happens. Either I just missed it light up, but there's a few times where it will light up, and I look over, and it's just sitting there saying, these are the, you have 10 missed calls or whatever. It's not like somebody was calling in, so I don't know.
It'd be a real shame if we got a blinking light. You know what? We have our managers meeting later today.
Oh, you going to ask about it?
Let me go ahead and ask about red blinking call lights.
Do you think maybe, the boss just felt he was agreeing to too much, and he's like, I got to say no on something. I got to get the power back.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So now he's just like, this is what I'm saying no on, and I'm not changing my mind.
Yeah, it seems like one of those egregious, like, of course, that seems like a very obvious thing to make a morning show work, especially if you want to take live calls. You want the guys to be very cognizant of an opportunity of taking a call instead of just a stupid phone that's just right there that has nothing on it. Yeah, you think that would be like an easy thing. But yeah, no, he said no because he could, not because he really thought it was a bad idea.
No, it's a power move.
Yeah, power
He's
move.
like, I had to take the power back.
Pure power move.
Gave him too much.
Yeah.
Can't give him everything.
And Aaron Wilborn, man. I get it. I get it. Sometimes you got to flex the muscles.
What's up, Aaron? By the way, I'm sure you're
He ain't
listening.
watching. It's too early. Our boss shows up and watches the show, I would say, late 7 o'clock hour, possibly more like in the 8 o'clock hour.
He's probably driving in watching then right now.
You think dude, have you seen him arrive any earlier than 8:30 the past 3 weeks?
That's true.
Yeah.
Pandemic hours is what he's got.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. All right, guys, 2 minutes away from jumping on the air. Once again, if you have any stories where you found gross stuff in your food at a restaurant, at home, something that just made you want to kind of hurl a little bit, please drop your stories in the chat. We will share them here in just a little bit. I have one for when I was in California somewhere.
Okay.
At a restaurant that no one was at. Should have known better, and I was gone within the first 5 minutes. Of being
wow.
There. Yeah.
That ain't good.
It was terrible. Ooh, Allie says she found a cricket in a bag of organic salad. Definitely organic.
There you go, right?
Wasn't alive, was it? What if it jumped out at you? It's too organic. I didn't pay for all this.
I asked for the vegetarian option, guys.
Kibby goes, need the protein. All right, guys, 1 minute away. Once again, thanks for hanging around this morning. That was a fun question we asked. If you had to win a game show to stay alive, which game show would you choose? I'll go Double Dare.
Okay, that's
Final
bold.
answer.
That's
Final answer.
bold.
Double Dare.
That's a bold choice. Because
It's better than Legends of the Hidden Temple,
No,
which
I
is
agree.
extremely volatile.
You're relying on a partner for Double Dare, and that last obstacle course, man, nobody wins that.
Dude, I have probably one of the better answer the internet questions coming up here in just a little bit involving gas station snacks.
Oh God. Okay. I got to go to if that's what the question is.
All right. We'll talk about it here in a minute.
All right. We got about 15. We'll be right back.
That's a new one.
Yeah, it is. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Good morning. You can check out the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can also listen to the show. Download the app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker and at rock1061.com. All right, this morning, want your calls, comments, and texts. The question is simple. What's the grossest or maybe just the weirdest thing you have ever found in food? Yesterday, writer and comedian Jensen Karp blew up the internet when he tweeted out a picture of what looked to be shrimp tails covered in cinnamon and sugar that he said he found in his box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. He had over 12,000 retweets in this thing. General Mills quickly took notice once they saw all of the activity he was getting online, and they were like, It is no way those are shrimp. It is actually just an accumulation of cinnamon and sugar. We promise you there is no cross-contamination.
They were shaped exactly like shrimp tails.
Yes.
So you're telling me, out of the blue, we just get two perfectly shaped shrimp tails covered in Cinnamon Toast Crunch, sugar, and cinnamon. That seems, I don't know, impossible.
Yeah, I don't buy it. General Mills actually reached out to Carp and said, look, send us what you found. Let us do some research on it. And he, of course, is like, no, I'm not sending you anything. So he says he's actually getting the pieces tested to see if they're actual shrimp.
Yeah, he's in the L.A. area, so he actually went to a local lab just to confirm what he believes, which is those are Cinnamon Toast Crunch shrimp tails.
He later tweeted out a picture of what looked to be dental floss initially. You thought maybe it was like the rope or string that wraps meat.
Yeah.
And he also had pictures of individual pieces of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch that looked like they had bugs on them. Maybe like it's almost like a rat poop looking is what it was.
Yeah, it was like black little spots. Those could be like burn marks, I guess, when they cook the Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal.
Yeah.
Now, he bought this. It was like a double pack from Costco from the L.A. area, and it was kind of gross. In one of the bags, the other bag, it looked like it would have been taped shut. Like clear plastic tape was put near the bottom where there was a tear in the bag. They didn't put that there. I don't think they would just make all this up just for some clout. Why would they? I mean, this is genuinely disturbing and gross.
Now, he is a comedian and a writer, so there were people online saying, all right, this is a bit. You're just trying to get some attention online, trying to get more followers. He swears up and down that it's not a bit, that it is legit. Now, I didn't hear about the other package looking to be open. So now I'm wondering, we're both open ahead of time. Maybe this wasn't a General Mills thing, but maybe somehow the other package got open and somebody was just messing with the cereal.
But the Cinnamon Toast Crunch shrimp tails?
Maybe
that seems like a lot of work to do for someone just to mess with someone. Like, okay, got to go to the house. I got some shrimp tails. We'll throw some cinnamon sugar on them, bake them, and then put them in this box.
No, I get it.
A lot of work.
I get it. So I don't think he is messing with anybody. Maybe he is. I don't know. Maybe it was a bit that he thought would be funny and would get a little bit of attention online, and now has blown up. I mean, if it is fake, should he have admitted it, or does he just write it out at this point in time because of how big it's gotten?
I don't know. I don't think it's fake at all. And if it was, I think he would probably call it at some point. But I mean, we're a couple days into this thing, and he's still holding strong.
I mean, looking at the pictures, if you haven't seen him yet, you should check him out because it looks like cinnamon-covered shrimp tails. I mean, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, you can actually go to Jensen Karp's Twitter profile. It's just at Jensen, Jensen, Karp, Karp. And yes, he is married to Topanga from Boy Meets World, so solid snag, dude.
He's doing something right.
Yeah.
I mean, because I had never heard of the guy, but hats off to you. So today's question for your calls, comments, and text, 800-394-1061. What's the grossest thing you have ever found in food, or maybe just the weirdest thing you have ever found in food? And I was thinking, I don't have a lot of experiences with this, but I do remember one as a kid because it absolutely grossed my mom out. Went to the store, I don't remember what it was, and just got a thing of hamburger, and she's opening up the hamburger, she's getting it ready to cook, and there was a legit piece of like hide, animal hide. It had hair.
Oh.
It had hair on it. She freaked out, dropped it, screamed, yelled, went back to the store, went nuts. I mean, but it was a good, like the size of a dime, but it was just hairy. It was black. It was disgusting, and it was mixed in with the meat. Right?
Yeah, that is kind of gross. Like, look, I get it. I know that's where meat come from, animals, but also when I'm preparing my food, I would prefer not to believe or even think that it came from an animal. I just thought it was just some magic thing that came from the sky.
Now, we've got some great comments on Facebook that we're going to get to. So, once again, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. What's the grossest or even the weirdest thing you have ever found in food? It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. Here's Pop Evil. Rock 1061, hello.
Hi.
Hey, who's this?
It's Meredith.
Hey, Meredith, how's it going?
Pretty great.
Okay, what's your story?
It's good. my favorite barbecue place growing up, I went and got a barbecue sandwich and french fries and
Okay.
coleslaw. And when I got home, I was eating it, and something crunchy was in it, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And so I pulled it out and I kind of put it down. And then another one came out, and I was like, what is this? They were fingernails.
Oh.
Yes, an
Ugh.
employee got mad, and so he clipped his fingernails off and put them in the barbecue.
Oh my
And that was his
Oh.
way of quitting. And so I called the barbecue place up and told them, and they go, yeah, he quit today. And I guess that's how he got them back.
Did they reimburse you?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
But I couldn't eat there for a very long time.
Like ever. Like
I
ever.
mean, ever. Yes.
Oh.
It was awful.
Oh my God, did you puke? I would have puked. I would have puked so
I'm,
hard.
I'm telling you, yes, I did throw up.
Oh,
I don't
oh
blame
my
you.
God.
You earned that one.
Oh, Jesus, Meredith, we're so sorry that happened to you.
No, it's all
Oh,
right.
Christ. I
Yes.
feel like puking right now. Like, I'm honestly thinking
I know.
about puking.
I mean, fingernails. Think about it. That's awful.
Yeah.
Next time I eat
Oh.
barbecue, you may have ruined barbecue for me.
Yeah.
Next time I eat it, all I'm going to be like, is there something crunchy in here?
yeah.
Should I dig through the meat?
Tell me it wasn't in this country.
No, they're closed down now, so it's okay.
Oh, thank God.
Rightfully so.
Thank God. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for being alive after suffering that atrocious thing.
Have a
All right,
y'all have a good day.
thank you,
Thanks,
Meredith.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, that's nasty.
So fucking gross.
We'll get to that. We'll play that call back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
Uh,
You said you had. Did you have one?
yeah, I got
Okay.
one.
Okay, we
It's
got
not
two.
as bad as fingernails. Oh my God.
All right, so we have yours. We got the ones from Facebook, and we'll take a break. We'll come back.
And we'll do the
play-
comments one. Yeah. Okay, so after are we going to go into the call first, or do you want to do
No,
mine
I won't
first?
have time for the call. We'll have to do the call
Last-
third break. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
'Cause
So
we could do yours. We could
mine,
do
and then we'll do the stories here.
yeah, some of the Facebook ones. And we can come back.
So I'll do mine, and then I'll bring up my wife's who
Okay.
posted.
Yep.
And then if you want to do Andy
Yeah.
and Dennis, do we want to do? Oh, hi Wanda. Good morning. And I could do Allie's as well.
Okay. We got like 10.
Okay.
We're taking your calls this morning. What is the grossest or weirdest thing you've ever found in food? This story went viral yesterday. Comedian Jensen Karp posted pictures online, said he found shrimp tails in his box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And if you look at the pictures, those are legit shrimp tails.
Yeah.
I don't care what General Mills says.
Yeah. General Mills is trying to say, oh yeah, no. Those are just an accumulation of cinnamon and sugar. No, they're not. They are cinnamon toasted shrimp tails, and they are disgusting.
Yeah, no, it is an accumulation of cinnamon and sugar on shrimp tails. Because there's no way two chunks are forming to look exactly like shrimp tails. And he had little pieces falling off some of the
Ugh.
pictures.
Ugh.
So gross. I can't wait to find out the update from Jensen because he is getting the pieces tested so he can find out exactly what they are.
Yeah, so we can confirm that they're crustaceans.
It's so gross, man. It's so gross.
So I got a little story of mine. It's not as bad as what we're going to find out here in a little while. But I was in California with my wife, and we were driving around, and I did some yelping for a great restaurant. And
Right.
it was this like local dive. It's supposed to have like great seafood and fish and stuff. We walk in, it's got like the anchor on the wall and all the old ropes and stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this is a really divey kind of place. I kind of like it. So they set us at this table. They're like, okay, what do you want to start with? I'm like, we'll just have a couple waters. Get a couple waters. And I take a couple drinks out of it, and we're just hanging out talking. And my wife and I are sitting across from each other. And she looks down, and she goes, what is that? And I put the glass up to the light that's hanging over the table. It was a cockroach underneath the ice, essentially buried under ice. And I was drinking cockroach water juice for probably about 5 minutes. I immediately got up. I'm like, grab your stuff. We are effing leaving. And we just left.
This restaurant is so bad. They messed up water.
He messed up water. The cup. At some point, a cockroach is like, "Oh, this looks like a great place to die." It just straight up died in my glass, and they never even looked before they put ice and dropped water into it. It was my one disgusting food moment for sure.
And you said you were the only ones in there.
We were the only ones in there.
Now you know why.
It was like 11:30. We wanted
Okay,
an early lunch,
okay.
but maybe that one's on me. On the live stream chat today, Allie goes, "I found a cricket in a bag of organic salad." She goes, "I found it when I stuck my hand in the bag and dropped the cricket salad in a bowl." Oh, I'm sure that was a fun moment. Very organic. Very organic.
Taking your calls, comments, and text today, 800-394-1061. What's the grossest or weirdest thing you've ever found in food? Andy Harville commented on the Facebook page. He said the whole plastic safety seal you'd find on like yogurt or sour cream, it was in his salad at a restaurant. He said the waitress was super embarrassed, but he was digging through his salad and he just had, I mean, those are pretty good size, man. How do you miss that?
That's very, very hard to miss and super, super gross. I mean, not the worst thing, not a cockroach in your water, but yeah, gross.
This one also got me. Don Garman. Hot wings with some of the feathers still on them.
You think that's a hard thing to miss?
Right? I mean, because there's the process of defeathering. There's the process of, getting them ready. There's the breading. There's the sauce. There's so many steps. So many people have seen these wings. And for someone not to be like, is that a feather? I mean, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Actually, my wife posted on our Facebook page, she found a mealworm cocoon in her Rice Krispie Treat cereal. She goes, "I used to love cereal." And honestly, I was thinking about it. My wife used to eat cereal all the time. She has not ate cereal in probably 5 or 6 years since we moved to Savannah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. That is disgusting. I mean, the mealworm cocoon, she actually put a picture of it on our Facebook page. It is very, very similar to what a puff of Rice Krispies would look like, but
is this a
super
picture
gross.
From the cereal she ate?
No,
Okay.
I think she just put up a picture so she could demonstrate the
Okay,
likeness
fair
of
enough.
it.
I'm like, man, you really hate it if you have saved that picture for 5-6 years. Matt Kelly, not gross but dangerous, found a chunk of glass about the size of a nickel in a bite of an enchilada.
Oh my! Someone was trying to murder Matt
right?
Kelly.
That's just wrong. All right, still taking your calls, comments, and text. If you got any, hit us up, 800-394-1061. What's the grossest or weirdest thing you have ever found in food? Meredith gave us a call. You may not want to go to a barbecue joint after you hear this phone call. Yeah, it's wrecking me. It's wrecking me, and I hate it.
Yep.
More calls. Give us a call, 800-394-1061. What's the grossest or weirdest thing you've ever found in food? It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. All right. I got to edit this up real quick, guys.
Cool.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. All right, guys, back on the live stream. Thanks for hanging around with us. Sorry, Cotter had to edit up that call that we got from Meredith that you heard as we took live during the commercial break a little bit ago. Wanda goes, I need a pot of coffee delivered right to my room. I don't feel like getting up. Yeah, we hear you. We absolutely do hear you. The call we got from Meredith, just in case you did miss it, just in case you're joining the live stream, was outstanding.
Yeah, that's rough.
Was outstanding stuff. Let's make sure we put it on the live stream just in case people didn't hear it the first time. But man, it is devastatingly terrible.
Yeah. I mean, it will next time I go to a barbecue joint, this story will come to mind. I mean, there's just no doubt about it now.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and answer the internet. How much time we got?
We've got like
4 more minutes. Oh, perfect. Oh, actually, we'll do that question. Where was that question? Oh, here it is. All right, guys, let's go ahead and answer the internet. This is, once again, something we do in between the breaks here at the Cotter and Marshall Show while we're, not puking from hearing awful restaurant experiences. Once again, answer the internet. The question is, what are your top 3 gas station snacks of all time?
Okay.
Immediately, I have to say combos.
I was going to say combos is my number one go-to. I get the cheese and cracker combo. I'm not a fan of the pretzel combo.
I like to mix it up. There is actually a honey sriracha combo that I'm really into right now.
I've had that. That's good. My go-to is the cheese and cracker. For some reason, I never eat beef jerky unless I'm driving, and I will get beef jerky. I will mix it up. There's not a certain kind, flavor, anything. So combos, beef jerky. What's the third? I don't know. Those are usually my 2 go-to. Jolly Ranchers. And it's just something, if I'm getting tired as you're driving, Jolly Ranchers help keep me awake.
That's weird.
I know. But there you go. Those are my 3 things.
Man, combos would have to be number 1.
Yeah, that's an easy number 1 for me.
Gibby goes Reese's Cookies, Pizzeria Combos, and Crab Chips. Crab Chips?
Is that like chips with Old Bay on them?
Sure. Yeah, I guess.
I think that's what that is.
Let's see. I'm going to have to say, Funyuns is a good one. I mess with Funyuns quite a bit on the road.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, why would I ever eat a Funyun? And then for some reason, 3 hours into a trip, you're like, those sound delightful.
And also, I don't know if it really counts as a snack, but whenever I take a road trip, I always want a grape or orange soda. I never drink grape or orange soda at any other point in my life, but if I'm on a road trip, it's like a nice fruity little treat that I have for myself.
Yeah, I still just do Diet Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
That's nothing new there, but okay. Yeah, I get that.
Allie goes sunflower seeds, meat sticks, and Cap's hot fries.
Cap's hot fries. Oh, shoot.
I don't even know. Do you know what those are?
I haven't had those in years.
No.
Yeah, so they're just like it's like I don't even know how to describe it. They're shaped like French fries, kind of like McDonald's size French fries. They're just like
I know
puffed.
what they are. Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, I haven't had those in forever.
Yeah, man. I had to go combos, Funyuns, and then just I'll go soda. I'll go like a grape or orange soda. Like those are definitely my go-to. Reese's I like a lot. I go a little peanut butter kick right there. Going back to a question we had yesterday. Excuse me. Speaking of soda, it's hitting me. Wanda actually said, I asked my brother what was worse yesterday, the tear gas or the pepper spray. He said pepper spray because it hangs around a couple days. He's a former Marine and now is a correctional officer.
So, you're saying we should find out how to get tear gassed.
I guarantee someone would take so much heart, love, and appreciation in tear gassing both of us.
Yeah, I probably.
They would absolutely love it.
Yeah, I think I would do tear gas before I would do pepper spray. Pepper spray is right up there with getting tasered. I don't want to do neither of those do anything for me in any way, shape, or form.
Gibby said the roach probably died in the ice maker. Yeah, you're probably right, but I'm going to blame the absolute dumbass staff for putting that cockroach in my drink.
I mean, you should have known. It's a glass of water. I mean, was it a dark cup?
No, it was like a clear kind of frosted glass type of thing, and that's why I don't think I noticed it at first. So
right.
You just saw like a shark in the water, It's like a shadow at first, and you're like, what the hell is that? And yeah, dude, it was bad. It was bad. I'm looking at a list of the top gas station snacks of all time. Taquitos is number 7. Dude, if you're eating a taquitos at a gas station, you seriously live on the edge. You are a thrill seeker. And actually, I'm looking at the website. It's from Thrillist.com. So, yeah, maybe taquitos should be up that high, but good Lord. I stray away from anything that's on the heating rollers.
Yeah, no.
You know, the pre-made sandwiches, that all just seems like a real bad idea.
Yeah, no, I don't need any of that. So I used to work at a gas station in high school, and they had, like, in the cooler, like, the basically frozen, like, hamburgers that were in the plastic wrap. So I tried one of those one day. You literally just microwave it.
Mm-hmm.
It is the grossest thing because it's just this soggy heap of wet bread and overdone what you believe and hope is maybe meat.
Oh, that's what we ate in high school, man. Every day.
So gross.
Every day.
I'll take the high school, the big rectangle pieces of high school pizza. Take that any day of the week, man.
Pizza day was the best day in high school.
So good.
They would order in Pizza Hut, and they would sell it for $1 a slice
we
or
didn't
something.
Get, fancy over there at Deer Creek.
Yeah. Deer Creek Mackinac, man.
Sorry.
It's 2 cities.
D-Mac.
Yeah, good old T-Mac. Gibby says, have confidence in your equipment. Wear the mask. They light it off. Take off the mask. Take a breath. Instant sinus relief. Oh.
Sinus relief.
Maybe that's what I need.
Interesting way to put
maybe
it.
I do need to get tear gassed, but I think we're coming close to the end.
Good morning. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget, get the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. This morning, taking your calls, comments, and text, 800-394-1061. What's the grossest or weirdest thing you've ever found in food? Once again, the story, Jensen Karp, a comedian who posted it to Twitter when he found shrimp-looking items, a.k.a. shrimp, in his box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. General Mills were like, no. That is not shrimp. It's a chunk of cinnamon sugar. They just happened to form 2 individual pieces into something that looked like shrimp tails.
So it's funny because on Jensen's Twitter account, he actually screenshotted messages that he got from General Mills. And one of them was like, Jensen, we're so sorry this happened to you. Can we please send you some gift certificates so you can get some free boxes of cereal from us because this happened to you? And he was just like, no, you just told me those weren't shrimp tails. You are getting nothing from me.
Yeah, I mean, why would you want to go back and buy that again? I mean, I might be, you telling the story about your wife a little bit ago, how she found something in a box of cereal and hasn't eaten cereal in 5-6 years.
Yeah.
This may, get me off cereal for a long time if I found shrimp tails in the box.
Yeah, and here's the thing. CTC, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, is my favorite cereal.
Dude.
It is my go-to.
Dude.
I love it.
The milk afterwards.
Yeah, it's a nice little treat.
It's I just want to buy a mixture that I could put into my milk and give me that flavor afterwards. It's so good.
It is breakfast dessert, which is a thing that usually doesn't happen. It's amazing.
It is so good. So once again, taking your calls, comments, and texts. Meredith called in, and this call, I hope it doesn't wreck barbecue joints for everybody.
Barbecue sandwich and french fries and
Okay.
coleslaw. And when I got home, I was eating it, and something crunchy was in it, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And so I pulled it out, and I kind of put it down. And then another one came out, and I was like, what is this? They were fingernails.
Oh!
Yes, an employee got mad, and so he clipped his fingernails off and put them in the barbecue.
Oh, my
No.
God!
And that was his way of quitting. And so I called the barbecue place up and told them, and they go, yeah, he quit today. And I guess that's how he got them back.
Did they reimburse you?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
But I couldn't eat there for a very long time.
Like ever. Like ever.
And ever. Yes.
Ugh.
It was awful.
Oh, my God. Did you puke? I would have puked. I would have puked so hard.
I'm telling you, yes, I did throw up.
Oh,
I don't blame
my
you.
God.
You earned that one.
Oh, Jesus, Meredith. We're so sorry that happened to you.
No, it's all
Oh,
right.
Christ. I
Yes.
feel like puking right now. Like, I'm honestly thinking
I know.
about puking.
I mean, fingernails. Think about it. That's awful.
Yeah.
Next time I eat
Oh.
barbecue, you may have ruined barbecue for me.
Yeah.
Next time I eat it, all I'm going to be like, is there something crunchy in here?
yeah.
Should I dig through the meat?
Tell me it wasn't in this.
Yeah.
country.
No, no, they're closed down now, so it's okay.
Thank God.
Rightfully so.
Thank God. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for being alive after suffering that atrocious thing.
Have a
All right,
y'all have a good day.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Meredith. Seriously, man, next time I go to a barbecue joint, that story is just going to be in the back of my mind. I'm going to be like, nah, I'm good.
After just hearing that again, I'm nauseous. I'm honestly nauseous just thinking about it. Meredith. Blessings upon you. We're so happy that you lived through that terrible experience. Absolutely devastating.
All right, so what's the grossest or weirdest thing you've ever found in food? Call, comment, text 800-394-1061. Here's Metallica on the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Oops, there you go. So gross.
Yeah, no,
So, I could just imagine, just like, oh, is there crunchy onion rings on here? And it's fingernails. Ugh. Devastating. Devastating stuff, guys. Good golly. Ah. We're not getting a phone call there, are we?
We are.
Oh,
Hold on a
okay.
sec, I'm just gotta move something real quick. I'm sorry. Guessing it's probably our daily Vic call.
I hope it's a Vic call.
Rock 1061, hello? Hello, Rock 1061? Oh, wait, hold a second. Try that again.
Can you hear me?
There we go, Rock 1061. Who's this?
Hey, this is Roy. How are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Hey, I'm listening to your show about the shrimp tails.
Yeah.
You guys sound like little bitches. Just eat the cereal.
Dude, it was shrimp tails, man. It's disgusting. It's crustaceans in a very delicious baked good product.
Yeah, what's the big deal with that? It's a cinnamon toast shrimp tail.
It's like the prize at the bottom of the cereal box. Dude, Roy, we've been looking at this the wrong way the whole time.
Oh yeah,
It's that surprise.
Yeah.
It's the surprise at the bottom of the cereal
Yeah,
box.
There you go. Yeah, I've been all over the world, man. I've been in the Army 19 years. Like, where do you think your food comes from? How do you think you get it?
Magic.
So what?
Yeah, it's not magic.
So if with traveling the world, what's the grossest thing you've ever eaten? Like purposely?
Gross? I don't know. I try all kinds of stuff. I had octopus when I was in Romania.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
Nice.
But I don't know. There's you guys hunt and fish. Like everybody's kind of detached on where their food comes from. Feathers on their chicken wings.
Yeah, it's just like something you're not expecting when you normally eat stuff. I'm like, did you just hear the call where the lady had fingernails in her barbecue? That's kind of gross.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you say?
That's pretty bad.
I mean, I only got.
That's on a different level than a shrimp tail.
That's true. I'll give you that. I'll give you that 100%.
Oh, we're just saying, finding shrimp tails in your cereal, that's kind of gross. The fingernails of the barbecues, or the barbecue joint, the food stuff that we just played, that honestly made me nauseous. I wanted to puke when I had to even think about the crunching of the sandwich in that lady's mouth. I wanted to throw up, dude.
Yeah, that's one of those things where you're like, I don't know what the hell I just put in my mouth.
It's the story of my life.
Yeah, he's constantly questioning what he's putting in his mouth, man.
and you gotta do that kind of like spit it out and look, and then you gotta like adjust to it.
Yeah.
And then you're like going through your Rolodex in the old mind, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. I've ate worse stuff, or I've made a huge mistake. Yeah.
All right, man. We do got to run. We appreciate the call. Thanks, man.
Thanks for listening, Roy. We
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
it, man.
Yeah, I like listening to you guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Hey, no
Absolutely,
problem.
dude.
Thanks, man. I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
I love that. I wish I had time to edit it. I'd play that back in a heartbeat. Damn it.
Oh, man. You know what? I love how people are roasting me currently still on our chat. He goes, I found an Andy Dalton figure in my Portillo's hot dog. So gross. God damn it. 1 year, $10 million. Why are we paying him that?
I wrote that trivia question specifically for you.
I know. I pointed that out to everyone last night. I go, you know what? This son of a bitch who wrote this game. So last night we did trivia. How much time we got?
We got about 45 seconds.
So I host trivia at the draft room in Berwick last night, and the game Cotter gave me because he wrote it. The first question was, what quarterback was signed to the Chicago Bears for 1 year at $10 million? And I'm like, this son of a bitch that I know wrote this question. Oh, man. Tim just showed up on the chat. He goes, oh, boy, I could tell some stories. So Tim, the engineer, before becoming an engineer, was a chef. So I bet you do have a bunch of gross stories. I'd love to hear them.
Do you, though? I don't want him to ruin going out to eat completely for me.
Yeah, he worked at a lot of Savannah places. So
all right, guys, we got about 10. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I didn't have time to edit the call from Roy, but he basically, and you know what? Maybe rightfully so, called us out saying, look, guys, you're being bitches. Big deal. The shrimp in the cereal box. Eat the cereal.
Yeah, I mean, we get it. It's not the worst thing. It's not what you're expecting when you get a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Shrimp tails to fall out.
Yeah.
You bought baked little squared goodnesses of cinnamon and sugar. That's what you wanted to eat in your bowl of cereal, not shrimp. And I get it. It's not the grossest thing.
Yeah.
But the call that we got from Meredith, where she found fingernails in her barbecue sandwich, that one honestly made me nauseous.
Yeah.
Like, I thought about, like, the crunching in her mouth, and you're like, oh, those are probably, like, those crispy onions on my barbecue sandwich. Oh, I love that. And then she peeled it back and found fingernails from a human being. I honestly, it's even saying it out loud, I just want to puke a little bit.
It is wrecked you emotionally this
Oh,
morning.
it hurts my soul. It hurts my soul to even think about that, Meredith. Like, I want to like buy Meredith something. Can we give her money? Can we start a GoFundMe for Meredith? I think my emotional trauma is worse than hers, but still, I think we should give her money for having to go through that.
All right, so thank you to Meredith for calling in. Thank you to Roy for listening and calling in.
And calling us bitches.
Calling us out, man. I mean, maybe we're looking at it wrong the whole time. It's like the prize at the bottom of a cereal box. You just get a shrimp tail.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay, so I think it was earlier this week, late last week. I don't remember how this got brought up, but there was basically the question was asked, could I start a fire with a Flint?
Yeah, it came actually, I think it was off the air. It was one of the questions that we asked, like answer the internet questions we asked. It was on Monday, and I pretty much challenged you. I'm like, dude, you are one of the least handy guys I know. No offense.
I can do stuff.
No offense to you. But you're also one of the least outdoorsy guys I've ever known.
That's fair.
I've never heard you say I'm going camping. Actually, I've never even heard you say I go outside. Like, sometimes when you even show up to work, I'm like, did you even walk outside? Like, you just didn't materialize here? It kind of freaks me out. But anyway, so I bought you a Flint.
Yeah.
$6, so it shows you, first and foremost, how much I love you. I spent $6 American. But two, I challenged you on Monday, I think it was on or off the air, to start a fire in your backyard. Hopefully not one that will get out of hand.
I'm going to do it in the grill. I don't want anything to, because I have so much confidence in me. I'm going to start this roaring fire that I don't want to burn my house down.
But I have a severe lack in Cotter actually able to start and maintain a fire for even a 1 minute time period. So I bought him a Flint, and he's currently got it in his hands.
So this is it right here. See, I've watched enough Survivor to where I think I can do this. I feel good in my ability to use this. And this is its purpose. This is why it's on this earth, to start a fire.
Right.
So I think with this Flint, I will be able to start a fire. I will say, and I'm going to give myself, I'm going to give myself plenty of time. I think I can do it within 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
15, 20 minutes is when I think I could do it.
You have to start and maintain a fire for 1 minute on your grill using everything that you find in your backyard. You can't go and add stuff in your backyard. Fair. You just have to use whatever's in your current backyard minus gasoline, okay? I think we can both agree to that. Plus, you're going to film yourself doing this, and then you'll put this video up as extra content. We'll put it up on our social, and we'll probably talk about it next week. But hopefully do that over the weekend.
I will.
And let's see how it goes, because I honestly question whether you can actually start and maintain a fire.
You have
even
no
for
faith
a minute.
in me.
Even for a minute.
You have none.
No.
You've given me the tool to get it done.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get it done.
That's how little faith I have. I actually bought you something to help, and I still don't think you can do it.
Here's the downside. Last weekend I mowed and raked my backyard, so all of the leaves that would have been good fodder.
Choo choo. Here's the excuse train, guys. Go ahead and jump aboard with Cotter.
I'm just pointing it out.
That you're a little bitch. Roy already did that.
All right. Saturday. It's going to go down Saturday. I'm going to take this Flint. I'm starting to fire in my backyard to prove.
I hope you have to call the fire department. Actually, best show content ever. Please let it get out of hand. Please cross my fingers. Dear 12 ounce, whatever pound, not fat, baby Jesus, please start a fire in Cotter's backyard and make it get just out of hand enough for the fire department to be called.
All right, coming up next, we got Cam from the Savannah Tap House with a tale from the bar. This is a good one. Stick around. Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
It's like 6 pound, 4 ounce, baby Jesus. Sorry.
Baby Jesus got bigger.
Once again, numbers get out of hand sometimes with me. Gibby says, pro tip, go to the dryer vent and grab lint. If it's in the backyard, it counts. Oh, don't let him cheat, you son of a bitch. Wanda goes, camping so fun, especially when the water is warm enough to throw out the crab traps. Jesus. That's some wild crabbing.
We're going to come in
story.
right after.
We're running late. Yeah, okay. Tim goes, dude, Flint makes it easy. Well, we'll see.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll see. I literally gave him the tool to do it as easy as possible, and I question.
No, let's be honest. In all reality, it's going to take me freaking 3 hours to get this done. You kidding me? I'm not doing this in 15, 20 minutes. But no, it'll be interesting. I've watched enough Survivor. I think I can do it.
Using the basis of I've watched Survivor does not help your
What more
cause.
do you need?
Actually, I was pointing this out before the show started today. If you take off your glasses right now, for everyone on the stream, Cotter kind of reminds me of Bear Grylls.
Rugged and handsome, outdoorsy, manly, all things.
All of those that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about his physical look at this very moment.
Rugged and good
no,
looks. I get it.
Don't try to. Why'd you flex?
Because I'm
talking neck and above.
I'm taking
neck
this
and above.
as a compliment.
There is nothing.
Bear Grylls.
Nothing below your neck looks anything close to Bear Grylls. I'm talking just your physical features. Your slenderish, kind of pointy witch-like nose, and your gigantic caveman forehead. I'm just saying, man, you look a little bit like Bear Grylls. I think you have that going for you. That's the only thing you have going for you outside of the Flint I gave you.
No. Yeah, no, I don't see the resemblance to Bear Grylls. Sorry.
No, I think, honestly, everyone Google Bear Grylls. Just picture him on your phone or whatever. I think you've got some Bear Grylls in you.
The only celebrity that I thought I looked anything like, it's when I had, was when I was a little heavier. It's when I had not the full beard, but just your typical, kind of like, the beard you have.
Mm-hmm.
I looked like Joey Fatone.
Wow, Joey Fatone.
That's it.
That's actually something I wouldn't even say out loud.
Too late. Too late. But that's the only celebrity that I went, okay, I see that. Because somebody brought it up, and I went, yeah, okay. Thanks.
Thanks. How much time we got?
We've got 2 minutes.
All right, 2 minutes. And what are we going into here? What's our last break?
We're talking, we got the quick. If we want to, I guess we don't have to do the embarrassed story. We got plenty of time if we just kind of want to set up Tales from the Bar. I put the embarrassed to order a drink story in there because I didn't know if we would need some time since his story's a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
It wasn't Jay's, 7 minutes.
Embarrassed to order a drink. Was it a Wise Brothers story?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I may just have missed that one. You threw down 3 right there, and maybe I just missed it.
So we don't need to cover that.
Yeah, let's just jump right into it, and it'll get us more in line with the hour. Let's see, Cotter, please let the fire go. Like Marshall said, it'll be better for the content.
I just bought this house a year ago. No, we're good.
Just pull it to the back of your yard. Cotter has a huge backyard. He's rich, so he has this huge freaking backyard. Just push it back up against the back fence. You'll be fine.
So I can burn the fence down. Because here's the crappy part: if I would set my house on fire, it's on video. There's proof that I did this. Would insurance cover?
Just don't live stream
any of it. No,
just
I'm
don't
not going to live stream it.
Tim goes, you're still assuming he could get the fire started.
F you, Tim.
Michael, as it goes, actually, you should just have the fire department there with their lights on in the background as you're trying to light the fire.
That's a great video.
Then Gibby goes, don't forget your coffee, Cotter.
Oh, I got it. No,
he got it. Don't worry.
It's Done. Thank you, though. Thank you. By
Michael
now,
go-
it would be iced coffee.
Michael goes, grand opening, grand closing. I love that you guys agree with me here that absolutely no faith that Cotter can start a fire and even maintain it for 60
I'm
seconds.
not hearing they don't have faith. I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you not? Are
No.
you unable to read?
I can't
Which would
see it.
actually answer a few questions in regards to how we work together.
It's at an angle where I can't read it. There you go.
All right, fine. How about that?
I don't want to.
How about that? No,
We gotta go.
want to.
Gotta go.
Jesus Christ.
It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Join the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Everybody on the stream seems to doubt that I could start a fire with the Flint in my backyard.
Yeah.
Why?
You know why? Because they're smart.
You know what?
They're incredibly smart, beautiful, good-looking, rugged people. They just know, man.
After 12 years, I've got relationships with some of these listeners that go back 12 years.
Yeah.
You think they would know me a little bit better, and that the fact that I could start a fire.
No, you're actually, once again, you're trying to discredit them. They know you so well, they know you can't. And me saying that you can just amplifies them going, oh, yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, but as soon as nobody should listen to you, though. I mean, that's
Why not? Tell me. Why not? Why not, bud? Why? Why? Because I have a mullet right now?
Yes.
That's pink?
That is
No
reason.
big deal.
reason
No big deal.
number one. All right, so we had Cam in from Savannah Tap House last week for beer for breakfast. He had the clown car of cooler of beers. He just kept bringing beers out of this cooler. But we had him stick around after the show so we can cut a tale from the bar. And this did not take place at the Savannah Tap House.
No, this was a previous job, I believe, in another state.
Yes. So keep that in mind as he's telling the story. And if you work in the service industry in the Low Country and Coastal Empire, you got a story you'd like to tell, we can keep you anonymous if we need to. All you got to do is email us, kmshow@rock1061.com. But it's time for Tales from the Bar. Here's Cam from the Savannah Tap House.
Comes up to me and goes, "Hey Cam, somebody just asked for a straw and then went straight to the bathroom."
It's a weird request.
Right, like
Fan of
you
toilet
know,
water, I don't
you
know.
know exactly what's gonna go on. And I was like, "Oh man, okay." So go in the bathroom, and sure enough, there was a person doing coke right off the bathroom stall. Not even like in the stall itself, like on the urinal, doing it right off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's gross.
Oh man, it was so bad. And I said, "Hey man, you got to get out of here. Like I can't have you in my restaurant. You got to leave." So had no idea he was eating with his family, his mom, his dad, and his sister.
Oh no.
So he had to go over there and tell the family that he's getting kicked out and come and get me when you guys are done. And I'm thinking the family's like, "Oh, just box everything up. We'll go."
Right.
No. Family's like, "All right, just box his up. We'll still eat our food when it comes out."
Yes.
So they are leaving him outside. And I'm like, do I call the cops? Like, I mean, I'm like, what do I do in this situation?
Did you call the cops or you just
No.
let him go?
Yeah, I just let him go. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not in the employee manual, you know?
yeah.
When Coke is snorted in the bathroom, you do this.
I'm just saying, like, there's places is there another place in the bathroom that you'd rather snort coke from other than like the urinal?
And it was a pretty nice establishment that I was working at, not one of the dive bars like where
Right,
you
right.
would see it
Where you
commonly.
could picture it?
Yeah. No, this was a
Wait, but he was
nicest-
the urinal or a toilet?
urinal.
That's so,
I
I mean,
know.
that's just out in the open too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's not even hiding it.
No.
No, that's not the. Maybe the countertop would be a little bit better, or maybe go into one of the stalls, close the stall, take some toilet paper, wipe off the back of the toilet. You know, get yourself real ready. You can sit on the toilet backwards, like
But-
Indian style.
Put that little sanitary napkin thing that you put on the toilet seat down. You know, just cover whatever you can.
If you're at a nice place like this was, I mean, treat yourself, right? Take your time. You know, pretend that you had some, unpleasant stomach situations happen, not because of the restaurant, obviously, but treat yourself, man.
Or
Don't be-
ask for the straw and then walk around. Don't go straight from point A to point B.
Wait 5 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes. Now, did his family question it at all?
No, they were like, "Oh, here he goes again." Like so,
Okay.
like they
They
knew, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, man.
Johnny with the coke
Yeah,
again.
it's like, man.
I'm gonna be getting my steak, so sorry, man. Go sit outside.
Right.
All right, Tales from the Bar. Cam, thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
back to the stream. Yeah, that was a great story from Cam from the Savannah Tap House. Once again, that story did not happen at the Savannah Tap House. That was many moons ago at another Cam run establishment back in the day. So once again, thank you, Camry Cross of Savannah Tap House. Great place to go grab lunch, dinner. They also have all sorts of fun stuff happening. All the sports. You can watch NCAA men's basketball tournament and the women's tournament. They're at the Tap House right there on Broughton Street.
And once again, if you work in the service industry, if you got a story you would like to tell, you can email the show at kmshow@rock1061.com.
Yeah, buddy. All right. So here's what we have on doc for the 8 o'clock hour today. So we're going to start the 8 o'clock hour. We're going to talk about the internet and the rabbit holes that you fall into where, once again, like you look up great places to eat, and then you fall into this weird rabbit hole where some guy talks about shrimp tails in his Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and then like 80 minutes later, you're like, what just happened? What did I do? So we're going to talk about internet rabbit holes that you may have fallen into recently. Let us know in the chat if you happen to have fallen into any yourself. Then we'll actually bring up Victory North shows. Victory North has a load of shows coming up, especially this weekend. They have two nights of music, Friday Led Zeppelin, Saturday Tool, but we'll get into more details about that. And then we'll play some Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia. That'll be for your chance to win some Extreme Monster Truck Spring Nationals tickets, and that's what we have coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. Cotter, I'm going to let you go solo here. I'm going to go, the restroom and have fun.
Sounds good.
You could talk about how much you can totally set a fire and everyone believes in you.
Oh, they should believe in me. I have complete and utter faith in myself. I fell down the rabbit hole of TikTok and may or may not have an account. I don't have an account on TikTok, but there's been times where there's a guy called the Angry Commenter, but he's like the nicest guy in the world. He just does it with an incredibly angry face. I watched almost every video he put on TikTok. It is amazing. I have faith in you, Cotter. Thank you very much, Gibby. I appreciate that. But yeah, TikTok's a weird one for me. I don't have the account, so I'm not familiar a lot with what's going on in TikTok. I'm old, but occasionally I will watch some videos and stuff just on the computer through it that way. But yeah, TikTok's weird, man. My big rabbit holes usually, and I've got some of the songs that I fell into recently on a rabbit hole when I was on the internet. Usually, I will fall down the rabbit hole of old wrestling promos from like the 70s and 80s because I still find that stuff incredibly highly entertaining. And then music. And the one I fell down recently was just this weird rabbit hole of most of them were one-hit wonders, not all of them, but most of them were one-hit wonders from the 90s. And it just got weird. And I came across the song I don't think I've heard since the 1990s. And I listened to it, and I've been listening to it ever since. I've just kind of stuck on it now. So we'll get to that at the top of the 8 o'clock hour as well. Let's see. 9 o'clock, Chicks on Dudes. Mac from Bob1069 will be in studio answering your questions. Once again, if you have a question, you can email it in. It's kmshow@rock1061.com. I get angry when I see a TikTok shared on Reddit or Facebook. I just find it irritating, like a slightly better Vine. It's kind of what it is, man, honestly. It's exactly what it is. Let's see what else. If we got time, there's a story about a couple in their 40s who decided to party it up in spring break in Florida. Got busted for getting it on in public. A line of one of the sex acts, a description of it, made it into the police report, and I just found it kind of funny, so we'll share that if we got time. We'll get to that during the 8 o'clock hour. And like Marshall said, are you smarter than the community college dropout trivia? I think I got questions. We'll see who people take on today, myself or Marshall. If you haven't liked the show on Facebook, just search Cotter Marshall Show on Facebook or just Cotter Marshall. Give us a like if you could. If you get the Flint to work, we should up the ante. What's that? Just 2 sticks. F no. If I can get the Flint to work, it's going to be a miracle. Like, I'm going to rub 2 sticks together to start anything. No, I'm good. I'll stick with the Flint and see what happens. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It'll be funny regardless. It'll either work and it'll be a miracle, or I'll just fail miserably. Maybe, depending how long it takes, I'll need to add a beer counter to the video, how many beers I go through as I'm trying to light this fire. Because if it takes a while, it could be multiple. I don't know, man. I could just get frustrated with this and end up like kicking my grill all to hell. I don't know. Take my pro tip. What's your pro tip? I must have missed something earlier. I don't know what your pro tip was. Sorry. Where are we at? All right. So coming out. Got a couple songs, and then we'll get back into the show. Once again, going to talk internet rabbit holes. If there's anything. Oh, the dryer lint. No, the dryer lint's a great idea. I got to see if I can get to it. If there's any in the backyard, I'll check that out. No, that's a fantastic idea. Add Torture Tuesday to the mix. Oh, if I can't get it, you know what? That might not be a bad idea. I'm not opposed to that. I'm doing a Torture Tuesday this coming week, just because there's no bet on that one. Then we got the bet for the Cotter and Marshall Madness. It may not be a bad idea. I'm not opposed to it. I'll take a Torture Tuesday if I can't do it. All right.
All right, yeah. Back in the studio. Michael fell into the rabbit hole of TikTok, and I may or may not have an account. Oh, joining the TikTok. Chinese government owns you now. Sandy says, I agree with Michael Locklear. Add Torture Tuesday to the mix.
I'm guessing they're talking about the Flint. If I can't get it lit, do a Torture Tuesday.
Oh, no. The Flint is purely extra content for the website. Kind of like how we did the Stone Cold 316 day. In case you haven't watched that video, it's currently up on our YouTube. Now, the Flint is strictly not related to Torture Tuesday. We currently have like 3 bets up on the board for Torture Tuesdays in the future. We're good for right now. Plus, we just have our random ones we're doing. So.
Yeah. Yeah, the sour candy should come tomorrow, and then the shot of sour flavoring is going to come, I think, Friday. So
cool.
All ready for next week.
Nice. Oh, yeah, I didn't write a few notes for this. Sorry, I just had to write a few notes for our next thing. Sandy said we should vote on it. Yeah, I think I know how that vote would go. We're gonna go ahead and line item veto that right out of the comment section right now. But we appreciate the thought, Sandy. We do love you for that. No, actually, next Tuesday, Cotter is doing our next Torture Tuesday. We're trying to do it every 2 weeks. So the last Torture Tuesday we had was last Tuesday, not yesterday, but the previous Tuesday where I did the shock collar habanero thing, which kind of comes back here in a few weeks. But more importantly, next week, Cotter does the most extreme sour challenge, I think, of possibly all time. Is it the?
They claim to be the world's most sour candy.
But I mean, you're going over the top.
Oh well, yeah, no, we're gonna do that.
So are you doing the world's sourest challenge next Tuesday?
I will not claim that because there is one I found online. It's a warhead challenge, and I don't remember how many warheads they ended up eating. His tongue was bleeding from the amount of warheads and all the sourness out of it. So no, because I'm not going to that.
How does that work?
It's just the acid in the sour. I mean, so much. I mean, it wasn't like oozing blood, but I
Right.
mean,
There's like specks of
there's
blood or
specks
whatever.
of blood on his tongue,
Mm.
and he said he couldn't eat anything for a couple days afterwards because his tongue hurt.
Hey, you want to stay skinny? Maybe. I mean, are you committed to this? Are you committed to being skinny, bro?
No.
I'm not. All right, let's go ahead and answer the internet real here. How much time we got?
Yeah, about 3.5.
Oh, that works. Let's see. That's a good one. All right. Some of these are a little too hot for the stream sometimes. Maybe at least for the 8 o'clock hour, maybe the 9 o'clock hour. My wife says I can pull teeth. What? For like what? Torture Tuesday?
No.
No. Funny enough, my wife is cleaning my teeth tomorrow. So why don't you go ahead and wipe that thought from your head? I'm going to go ahead.
Question this.
I'm going to go ahead and say no to that. That sounds terrible. Oh, I like this question. Once again, let's go ahead and answer the internet, guys. Gibby goes, yes. Let's go ahead and answer the internet. If you could bang a ghost, who would it be?
So,
a dead person, essentially.
So
If you could bang a ghost, Cotter, what ghost would you come make love to?
Anne Margaret still alive?
Who?
Anne Margaret?
Anne Mark. Is that the Chancellor of?
No. She's an actress, and I just have. I think she is amazingly beautiful. I've always had a thing for her. I think she's still alive.
Yeah, she's still alive. She's 79 years old.
I would bang her. I know she's not a ghost, but I would still bang her.
Well, you have to wait till her. Answer the question. What ghost?
Oof.
My wife goes, Brittany Murphy.
I don't know. I mean, Marilyn Monroe, maybe? I think you can go wrong with that choice.
I don't want to be second fiddle to JFK. Oh, Christ. You know what? Farrah Fawcett. Let's go Farrah Fawcett.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go Farrah Fawcett for this. I'm going to go Charlie's Angels. Why not?
That's good. I get that.
Let's run with that. Once again, guys, drop your answers into the chat right now. If you could bang a ghost, who would it be?
My uncle had the famous Farrah
Fawcett
poster.
Okay. Thank God.
No.
Sorry, you started off with your uncle, and I got real weird.
Growing up, he had the famous Farrah Fawcett poster hanging up, and I remember as a young child going, I don't know why I like that, but I like that.
Oh, Shawshank Redemption, he had a poster of a redhead from Planet of the Apes. Who was that?
Was that a Planet of the Apes?
I thought
poster?
It was.
I don't know if that was. It might be. I don't remember. Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero. God,
bring it on, Sandy.
Damn, Sandy, you freak.
Wants that Latino heat.
Is it? Didn't he used to come down in like a caddy?
Oh yeah,
like with flames on it.
We cheat.
Okay.
We steal.
Yeah.
We lie.
It's got to be in the back of that caddy though.
So
Sandy.
from here on out, we're just going to refer to Sandy as Mamacita.
A little mamacita, Sandy Linda. There it is. That's the one I was thinking of. Hold on, I'm looking this up.
I don't think it's Planet of the Apes, because I think I know which poster you're talking about.
Who is that chick? Whoever that chick is who I'm thinking.
All right, we got about 15. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can also listen to the show. You can download the app for free. You can get us on your in-home smart speaker, also at rock1061.com. Now, we've all fallen down an internet rabbit hole. That's when you're on the internet looking for one thing, and you get sidetracked, and you end up researching something else or looking at something else. And the average American falls down the online rabbit hole 5 times a week. That seems a lot, right?
It does seem like a lot. Yeah.
So that's basically 35 hours a year. You're just searching random stupid things because you spend about 8 minutes on each topic as you're down the rabbit hole.
Without a doubt, like I do this constantly. Like when I'm working, I don't like to listen. It sounds weird, but I don't like listening to music with words.
I get that.
Because I would then think about the words and what it means. So I like to listen to like ambience music. So the other day I was on YouTube and I was listening to ambience music from like a video game. And then like on the side it has like all the videos on the right-hand side. And like I was like, oh, I remember music from that game, like Metroid. And I was like, press out. I'm like, oh, this is fun. I'm like, oh, Mario Brothers. And like 2 hours later, I'm like in like the weirdest like Minecrafty like game music. Like, what the hell am I doing? Like, I should have wrote this proposal an hour and a half ago, and I'm still working on it.
If you have fallen down an internet rabbit hole lately, let us know what you were looking at and what you ended up going after as you fell down the rabbit hole. You can comment. You can also text 800-394-1061. I seem to get stuck. I'll go to the internet, and like I was looking for music beds. We had Stone Cold Steve Austin as a bumper earlier in the show, his theme. And so I was looking at that, and then I started clicking on old wrestling promos. And then I will sit there. Screw 8 minutes. It was probably a good 30. I'm watching old Ric Flair promos talking about riding Space Mountain, woo, and doing all this stuff. And because it's so entertaining, I'm like, oh, Dick the Bruiser? Yeah, I'm in. I mean, then you're just watching all these old school wrestling promos, and then you realize, oh, I got so much stuff I should be doing.
Exactly.
Why am I wasting my time on this?
It is. It's like a trap door. You fall through it, and then you don't know how to get out. And then eventually the adult kicks it in your brain. You're like, stop this. You're better than this.
I don't know if I do it 5 times a week, though. I don't know if I'm the average American when it comes to this.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think a lot of people notice they're doing it until it's actually too late. So I think, honestly, you probably do it more than 5 times a week.
So the most common subjects that people get trapped into the rabbit hole for are celebrities or entertainment, news, current events, history, science, and health issues.
Yep, butt stuff.
Man, health issues is not the rabbit hole I want to fall down because chances are it's just going to end up with you have cancer.
Well, it's like those weirdos who watch like the pimple popping videos. Who,
I can't do it.
Exactly.
Can't do it.
Like those are the people that scare me. Those people have something wrong with them.
Politics, true crime, and technology also make the top 10 list. So once again, text or comment 800-394-1061. What are some of the rabbit holes you have fallen down lately? I fell down one over the weekend writing trivia, and I rediscovered a lot of one-hit wonder songs from the 90s. I got some of those songs because some of them are things you have not heard of in forever. And I discovered one that I don't think I've heard of since the 90s, and I have listened to since because I just forgot how much I like this weird random song.
Sure.
So we're going to get to those coming up after this. Brand new stuff from Chevelle. It's Self-Destructor, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
So, sorry, speaking of Ric Flair, my wife was on Facebook just the other night, and she has a friend that's in Tampa who does ride-sharing stuff.
Yeah.
He actually picked up Ric Flair.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he said he was very, very cool.
That is awesome.
Almost stopped on the air, and I'm like, nah, it's going to stop the flow. Let's see. Going back to our question, if you could bang a ghost, who would it be? Gibby actually probably has the best one. Aaliyah, while she's wearing the costume from Queen of the Damned. That may be the best one. I think you win, dude.
That's a good answer.
Phil goes about the rabbit hole stuff. He goes, the amount of top 10 wrestling videos I've watched lately is ridiculous.
Dude, right?
Wanda goes, I get caught up in Caitlin Dowdy on YouTube with her mortician videos. I'm going to have to check those out.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, our boss showed up. I told you he doesn't show up till after 8 o'clock.
What's up, man?
What up, Wilborn? Managers meeting today. Can't wait.
Oh, I still got to come up with my 5th of my top 5. I got 4.
Wilborn wants to know what's the 90s song?
It is. Well, no, we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
I don't want to give it away
wait
yet.
for it. Wait for
It's called
it.
a tease. It's called a tease.
Yeah, teasing you, baby.
It's from a band that I don't think has done anything since.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they've done nothing since. I don't even know how big of a hit this was. To call the song even a one-hit wonder is probably a stretch.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about it next break. I got into I got into trouble with a internet rabbit hole just recently where I watched so much stuff I convinced myself that I can build something for my wife. So,
But you did.
no, I'm not talking about that.
Oh, you're building something else?
I'm building something else.
Damn.
I know. Once again, it was like you do one thing, I can do all things. Probably not. But yeah, I could talk about that as well.
Yeah, so it was this, I don't know, the music rabbit hole was weird because I started kind of with one as I was doing trivia and I was trying to write some music stuff, and then I'm like, oh, I haven't heard this song in a while, so I started listening to this song, and then it took me in, I don't know, 8 songs in, and by the end of it, I'm like, how did I get here? How did I end up here?
Going back to our question, if you could bang a ghost, who would it be? I want my boss's answer for this. Aaron, once again, if you're still watching, if you could bang a ghost, who would it be? I don't believe she's dead, but the person I brought up was Raquel Welch.
Okay.
She was on the poster from the Shawshank Redemption when he escaped the jail.
Do you remember what movie it was?
Um,
Because it's her in like the furry bikini, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but figure it's at least I found out who it was. It's Raquel Welch.
It's the Land Before Time, the sexy version.
Is she dead? She ain't dead.
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
She still looks great. Yep, still alive. I love on Wikipedia it just says years active, like the year she was born, 1964 to present. She's an actress and singer from Chicago. Got a thing for Chicago girls. There it is. How old is she? She's 80.
Bring
Still a stunner. 10 out of 10 would bang. Alive or a ghost. Once again, go ahead and drop in your comments if you haven't already for if you could bang a ghost, who would it be? I'm surprised no one says Abraham Lincoln. Like immediately. I thought that would be a very obvious one. You did such great things. Let me grab that nose. Where's your top hat at? Can I wear it? How much time we got?
A minute and a half.
All right, guys, just quick heads up on the hour. We're going to talk about the internet rabbit holes, probably wrap it up right here with this break. And then on the back half of this hour, we're going to play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia? Make sure that you guys, if you want to play, get ready right at 8:30. We are going to ask you guys to call in at 1-800-394-1061. No matter what happens, if you're the first person to call in, we will hook you up with tickets to go to Extreme Monster Truck Spring Nationals. Hook you up with tickets for you and the fam to go check that out. That's going to be on Saturday, May 1st over at the OSP in Pooler.
Monster Truck Jim was in yesterday.
I heard.
He is very interested about having us out there like the morning of one of the events.
Okay.
He had some ideas. So I'm like, you know what? I'll get with Marshall. We'll get back out to you and we'll get some information.
Sure. Saturday morning. I'm more than willing to come out Saturday morning.
He wanted us Friday.
No, that sounds. I'm good. My home is in this studio for that period of time. All right, 20 seconds away, guys. We're gonna wrap up this conversation.
All right, here we go. We'll be right back. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. As always, while you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. All right, the good old internet rabbit hole. You're on the internet. You're searching one thing. Mm-hmm. We're all 12 years old. Something shiny happens. You get distracted.
Squirrel.
And all of a sudden, you spend the next 45 minutes searching something else completely. I fell down the music rabbit hole here recently. I was writing some trivia. I was looking for a music question, and then I'm like, oh, I'll listen to some music as I'm writing trivia. So I love the song Banditos by The Refreshments.
Okay.
So I started there. I love this song, man. This is such a good song.
Great song.
So I started there, and then, like you said, you get the videos off to the right as you're looking at it, and then it's like, all right, well, Veruca Salt came up. I'm like, man, I haven't heard Seether in forever.
Great song.
I'm like, this is good stuff. This is where Seether, this song is how the band Seether got their name.
Right.
So I'm like, that's awesome. What else we got here? I'm into this now. What else we got? Breeders come up with Cannonball. I'm like,
Solid.
I like this.
Solid choice.
You know, all of those pretty well known. And then I'm like, Elastica? I think I remember this band.
This song slaps.
I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about that one. And then things really started to get weird. But they're not weird yet. And we're not to the
right.
song yet
Okay.
because there was one song that I completely forgot about. But then we go to
OMC.
OMC.
Yeah.
I haven't heard this song in forever. And I'm like, all right, I'm down with this.
Mm-hmm.
This is fun. What's next? And then I look over.
What is next?
What is next? And it's the Flaming Lips.
She'll make you toast.
I love this song. It's so stupid. I don't get it. I don't think they get it.
Hold on, what does she use?
Uses Vaseline.
Oh, no, she hates you if she's using that. Yeah, Vaseline should not go on toast.
And then it took me to this next song. And this is the one that I hadn't heard since the 90s. And like I said, I don't even know if you can call this band a one-hit wonder. Because I don't know if this was a hit. It was kind of an alternative rock kind of song that got some play.
Okay.
The band is Corner Shop. The song is Brim Full of Asha.
Oh, I know this song.
And then there's this line. He's saying, you need boobs for pillows.
Yeah, he said everyone needs a bosom for a pillow. Yeah. Why aren't we playing this for our throwback lunch? 90s Nooner, man.
And I was like, I love that song.
It's a great song.
I have listened to it way too many times since then. But it's like I completely forgot about that song.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that's not where it ended.
What are you, Steve Jobs right now?
One
more thing.
There's
just one more thing.
I kept clicking on different ones.
Should have a turtleneck on right now.
And then it went to this. Delight. How I got from the Refreshments Banditos,
Yeah.
the Delight Groove is in the Heart.
That's a little jam.
Don't know how I got there.
Club hit back in the day.
I enjoyed every stinking minute of that rabbit hole.
Wow, that went quite deep. Quite deep, sir. Phil actually commented on the stream a little while ago saying he's been watching a lot of top 10 wrestling videos. He goes, he just finds himself trapped inside of them for hours upon hours.
You got to get ready for WrestleMania. You got to watch those top 10 videos, man.
I've been watching, there's a Facebook page called Crafty Panda, and they just show like stuff like, they'll be like, here's an axe from 200 years ago, and then they like rebuild it and stuff. So I've been watching that, and then it got me into like this rabbit hole of like, I have this spot in my yard that I'm like, it'd be a perfect garden area. But my wife's really into butterflies, which is weird anyway, but she's really into butterflies. So I'm going to build her a butterfly garden, build like a 3-foot fence, and then build a butterfly garden out. And I'm like, this is a great idea. And then when I said it out loud, I'm like, that is so much work. What an idiot. And then I told my wife about it. She was like very excited for it.
There's no backing out
So now I'm trapped. I got to do it. I got to do it. Damn it, man. Damn it.
Damn that internet rabbit hole. What ones have you fallen down lately? You can text us, 800-394-1061. You can also comment on the chat or social media. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Wanda says, Marshall, she isn't boring. I don't know if I said she was boring. She is whimsical. She does a lot of informational videos on the dying process. It makes historical events pretty interesting.
Wow.
Trust me, my wife and I watch a bunch of like murder documentaries. The last thing it would be is boring for us.
I'm scared to fall asleep at the Marshall's house.
Wanda says, also there is a cleaning crew on YouTube that shows how they clean crime scenes, various deaths, hoarders.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's a good one too. Spalding Deacon. And then Gibby goes, verbal agreement again. I know, man. They're killing us. They're killing us on this show, building butterfly gardens. Damn it. I don't know. Better than, could be snorting coke off a urinal, I guess. That's what we call a throwback joke. All right, guys. So once again, wrapping up the hour. We'll do a little break here just about Victory North shows. Possibly bring up some weird story about some spring break sex for some older couples.
It gives me hope. Gives me hope. They're in their 40s. I still have a shot to go have weird outdoor sex.
Well, it doesn't sound like it was with his wife, so you're gonna have to go cheat.
That's the only way I'll have weird outdoor sex.
Just don't get caught by the cops. Also, we'll wrap up the hour with: Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Trivia. Trivia was actually kind of funny yesterday because it was huge failures on both me and the guy I was playing. His name is Hodge. It was like failing up. We both. I failed up harder than Hodge. I took the win. So we'll play it again, and we'll hook up someone with tickets to go to Extreme Monster Trucks on May 1st.
Yeah, I can't say you won. He just lost worse.
Yeah. I won 3-1.
Technically, you won, but did you?
Yeah, and I had so I host trivia on Tuesday nights at the draft room at Berwick, and a listener there named Dennis. He's actually called in and played me before. He came in. He was actually there when I got there. He came up to me and he goes, "Dude, trivia today. That was ridiculous." And I go, "Yeah." It was kind of it was a wild one. He goes, "I'm gonna call and beat you." And I'm like, "Well, you did last time."
I don't know. I don't know if this is harder or not. I was gonna say that today's trivia might be a little harder than it, because I didn't think yesterday's was that hard. Maybe it was.
It was a little hard. Yeah, that's what she said.
Thanks to the pills.
Yeah, so I have my questions set for you today. I think my questions are rather easy, personally.
Are any of them dated? Because that's always fun.
What's that again?
Are any of them dated? Because that's always
I did
fun.
have to get rid of one, question 5, but I actually had to rewrite it. I'll show you that. Just press the power button. There's a text on the bottom there. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here, I'll take that. I'll text him.
Well, I don't know what that is. We'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Check.
All right, yeah. But anyway, so we'll do Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? That's coming up here at the end of the 8 o'clock hour. If you guys want to take us on, feel free to call in. 1-800-394-1061. No matter what, we'll hook you up with tickets to Extreme Monster Trucks. The 9 o'clock hour, we'll have Mac drop in for another segment of Chicks on Dudes. If you want to see the previous segments of Chicks on Dudes, I've actually created videos for that and put them on our YouTube channel. They're on their own special playlist. So you guys can check those out any point you want. And also, it's just a good idea just to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because the show is uploaded there every single day. So if you want to go back and watch any of our old shows, they're all there on YouTube. And also, we usually take a segment out of the show every single day and post it. Plus, we post exclusive content there, and all of our old stuff from back from the afternoon show is also there. Not all of it, but
yeah, a lot
of it. Woo!
All right, still need to come up with thing 5 in my list of 5 things.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've put that off.
I don't really have a ton right now. I wrote down 3 things, but they just sound like complaints, so I'm probably gonna rewrite them. You ever do that? You ever just write down your 5 things that you're working on this week, but also you're like, actually, that's just me complaining about something. I'm gonna scribble that out and just rewrite that so it sounds like I'm being more of a team player and doing something else.
That's fair.
I do that every once in a while. So yesterday we missed out on this. Yesterday was National Puppy Day. I didn't realize it until well after
I had
the show.
no idea.
So a lot of people were dropping pictures of their puppies yesterday. We have dogs. We love them. Just obviously not on Puppy Day.
I had no idea.
Sorry.
Yeah, my apologies to Mr. Blonde.
Yeah, if it's National Asshole Day, I would have just posted a picture of myself, and my dog would have been in the background, and it would have worked, at least that time. Raquel Welch. Absolutely. Okay, let's go ahead and answer another question. We got 3 minutes before we jump back on the air, guys. So let's answer this. How many grown men would it take to kill a grizzly bear with their bare hands? Once again, we play this game called Answer the Internet from Barstool Sports while we're just kind of hanging out with you guys during the breaks. Once again, how many grown men would it take to kill a grizzly bear with their bare hands?
Do I get to pick the men?
No, they're just randomly given to you. Whatever amount you want, though.
I'm going to assume that they're the randomly given, they're the five, they're the amount that I would have picked that were just happened to be randomly given to me.
Yeah, like a portal opens up. Doctor Strange is there. You can't use him. But he's like, okay, here's your 27 random people. Good luck. But they're all men.
They're all men.
Gibby says he'd say 3 to 5.
I was going to say 10.
10.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there you can definitely, you got the sacrificial lambs are going to distract the bear. And
obviously.
They're going to die.
Yeah, not you.
No. But then you have the people who can sneak up behind the bear.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to do whatever it is.
And startle it.
Boo!
I think it would take, I don't know. Could you wrap your arm around a grizzly bear?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because that's the first thing I would probably want to do.
Go for like a chokehold.
A chokehold, yeah. I've watched enough UFC. I'm pretty sure. I mean, as long as you can get your arm around, or you and another guy, I think you could probably, I would say I'd want to give the grizzly bear at least 4 meals of people, which, yeah, I will say 7 people. I think how many grown men it would take to kill a grizzly bear with their bare hands, I will take 7 people.
Okay.
I will have 3 guys focus on getting the chokehold on, and the other 4 guys, their meals. They're just be like, oh, yeah, I die here. I was like, oh, yep, you're in line. Go ahead, lemming.
Well, unfortunately, I mean, yeah, you're going to have that. Because not everybody's making it out alive, guys.
Maybe 9. 2 other guys, like, holding the back legs.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, just to kind of to put them off balance. I'm going to take 9 guys, which sounds really weird to say out loud. Once again, how many grown men would it take to kill a grizzly bear with their bare hands? If you have an answer, go ahead and drop it into the chat right now. Something we do during the breaks here at the Cotter and Marshall Show, just in case you're new watching. Gibby goes Star Trek and the red shirt sacrifices. Nerd. There's Star Trek talk.
We probably won't necessarily have time for the story outside of just the shows. Because we got with trivia coming up.
Yeah, let's just do the do the shows.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll be back. Thanks for hanging out this morning, Cotter and Marshall Show, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. All right, so live music, it's back in Savannah thanks to Victory North Savannah. They've put on several shows already. We were there just a couple weeks back for Adelita's Way. So much fun. All 3 bands killed it. Everybody there having a great time. You could just, the energy in the room. I mean, the fact that people were there watching live music, you could tell everybody needed it.
Yeah, and there was one person that was fueled by it. I mean, they could see it was just over the top, on fire. That was Cotter. He was feeling it that night. You could tell by the stage announcement he did. If you didn't see the video, you can see it at the Cotter and Marshall Show Facebook page. It is outstanding.
Like I said, I love doing stage announcements. It's the closest I will ever get to feeling the rock star experience of being on stage.
Yep.
So I love that aspect of going to concerts. It had been over a year since we got to intro a band. I made the most of it, and it was fantastic. I loved it. I can't wait for Steel Panther, because who knows what's going to happen. There's 2 shows. The first stage announcement, probably be okay.
I don't know if I'm going to allow you to do stage announcements after Adelita's Way.
No. It was fantastic.
All right, well, let's talk about upcoming shows at Victory North on Friday, March 26th. This coming Friday, we have Zoso, the Ultimate Led Zeppelin Experience. Tickets are still available. You can get them at victorynorthsavannah.com. And then this coming Saturday is Schism, the Tool tribute band that's actually approved by Tool, will be in town Saturday night. And then we have Steel Panther, as you mentioned, for both an early and a late show on Thursday, April 29th. John Karabi's going to be in town. He actually was with Motley Crue for a short time, has a great solo career as well. That's going to be on Wednesday, May 19th. And then Fozzy has rescheduled their show that was supposed to happen last year. That's going to be happening on October 8th, Friday.
I cannot wait, man. Fozzy. Like I said, this has been like a 6 to 7 year journey for me trying to see this band. Something bad happens every time. Knock on wood. October 8th, we finally make it happen.
He's going to injure himself while wrestling and won't be able to do the show.
Totally going to do it. What is it? It's a Friday night, so the Wednesday previous on AEW, he's going to go through a table, break an arm or break a leg, and won't be able to play. It'd be about right. All right, coming up next, we're going to get to Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Here's the Foo Fighters, Waiting on a War. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Our boss got back to me and goes, sorry, got interrupted by your third favorite sales manager. Not sure what ghost, Marshall. Okay. Just what ghost would you like to bang? You know? What dead person's soul would you like to come close to? All right, guys. Once again, thanks for hanging around. Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia? Comes up here in just a few moments. She texted me 5 minutes ago, said that song was scratchy as well. So I don't know what's going on. It's a signal issue, obviously.
Yeah. Because, all right, guys.
Oh, yeah. The boss goes, I think I'm good on the ghost soul. You say that now. All right, guys. How much time we got? 2.5 minutes?
Yep.
All right. Cool. Cool. What do you got going on with the rest of your day? What are you doing?
I'm going to hang out here. I got to get a few things done, pick up my kid from school at 1:30, go home and nap.
Yep.
Then go to the store and get dinner. Don't know what we're having yet. It'll be something I can throw green chilies on. And that's about it.
Dude, so I have not grilled in 2021. I have not
I don't think
opened
I
a
have
grill. So tonight I'm grilling for the first time.
Okay.
And I'm making burgers.
Okay.
I'm really excited about it, so I'm going all out. I'm doing a mushroom burger, so I'm going to do the typical like 85-15
Right.
kind of hamburger mix. My wife seasons it, does all that stuff. I bought some aged cheddar cheese.
Oh.
That is, I have to slice. It comes in one of those fancy packs, and like a little thing of it costs like $10. Bought that. Bought some baby bello mushrooms.
Okay.
I'm gonna saute them with a little garlic, cut them up, gonna slice them up, put them on the burger as well. And then I bought some Hawaiian roll buns.
Oh, good choice.
So that's what I'm making tonight. And
That sounds
actually,
good.
I don't know if I can be, but I'm wet right now thinking about it. I'm wet thinking about dinner tonight. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna focus on making an incredible dinner. I'm gonna not do anything for work, although I'm gonna tell my boss during our managers meeting that I'm working really hard on stuff.
Right.
And then I'm gonna spend the whole day sitting on my couch thinking about dinner, and then make dinner. And
I think that's fair.
That's my day. I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I'm not going to get the show stuff until probably close to 5 tonight. Not even, because I'm not even going to pretend, because I got to go home and nap.
Yeah. Gibby
Just-
goes moist.
uh,
Is Marshall sweating the good way?
moist.
I'm really looking forward to to making some din tonight.
Yeah.
But no, I do got some work stuff to do. I got some social media work I didn't get to yesterday that I got to get out for some charity community stuff, and then I'm actually writing up a proposal for a community charity event that I want us to do in summertime.
Okay.
And it's a thing we've talked about.
Yep.
But I'm actually going to break down the outline for it.
No, I think it's a great idea. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think everybody will love to participate. All right, guys, we got about 10 seconds. Be sure to get the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Marshall, real quick.
Yeah.
Earlier in the show, I mentioned how I found quantities of hatch green chilies at Kroger and
Yeah.
how I've been eating too many of these and how they've been biting me in the ass. Well, last night I have some about at 11:30, almost 12 o'clock. Without getting too graphic, I'm suffering really bad right now.
Right now?
Right now. Right now.
Well, you got to work, dude. Sorry.
I know. We got to do trivia. So this is going to be the longest game of trivia. We had the topic the other day, the longest 2 minutes of your life. This could be the longest 2 minutes of my life.
So you're saying you're maybe a little off right now? You're not thinking correctly?
No.
So maybe taking on Cotter today would be the right choice?
I'm just concentrating to keep things inside, if you know what I mean, right now. So, no, my concentration is not on trivia.
I absolutely love this. All right, guys, so here's the deal.
I'm in so much pain.
Are you smarter than a community college
painful.
dropout trivia? It's happening right now. The first person to call in at 1-800-394-1061 either has the opportunity to take on myself or a man who apparently is dying on the inside because of his terrible decisions about eating green hatch chilies at 11:30 p.m. So please call us up, take one of us on, and we'll guarantee you, no matter what happens, win, lose, or tie, you are going to get a pair of tickets to Extreme Monster Truck Spring Nationals happening on May 1st.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout? 800-394-1061. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. Seriously, man, he just hit.
Gibby says he's a prairie dog in it.
Rock 1061, who's this? Dennis!
All right, Dennis. How you doing, man? How are things? I hope they're well.
All right.
Cotter is literally dying right now. God, I hope you take him on, but it's fine. We're still going to give you the choice. Who would you like to take on, Cotter or myself, and Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia?
I want you, Marshall, but I'm going to take on Cotter.
Come on,
I think that is honestly
All
the
right.
way to go today. So, I got to give Cotter the soundproof headphones there. Go ahead and put those on. All right, Dennis, you played with us before, so you know the rules very well. 7 questions, 60 seconds. No matter what, we're going to hook you up with tickets to Extreme Monster Trucks. Feel free to pass at any point. We can come back if we have enough time. Other than that, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, so here we go. Your time will begin after I ask the first question. What gas makes up approximately 74% of the sun's mass? Is it hydrogen or nitrogen?
Hydrogen.
Correct. What landmark is 250 feet long, 66 feet tall, and has a face modeled after a pharaoh?
Cleopatra's Needle.
Incorrect. Which French term literally means Fat Tuesday?
Mardi Gras.
Correct. What color is Bianco wine?
White.
Correct. True or false, Florida State is still in the NCAA men's basketball tournament?
True.
Correct. In what year did the Kentucky Derby start? Was it 1875, 1866, or 1877?
1875.
Correct. And your final question today, Colin Hay is the founder and lead vocalist for what rock band?
Colin. Link. No idea.
All right. Well, that is incorrect, and your time is up. Here's the deal, Dennis. You got 5 out of 7 correct today. Cotter, go ahead and take them off. Take them off. All right, Cotter, I've got news for you. Go ahead and throw your headphones on, turn your mic on. You are in a little bit of trouble, obviously, for the fact that you are prairie dogging it right now. But also,
it's rough, man. It's rough.
Dennis got 5 out of 7 correct today.
Dang it, Dennis.
So here's the deal. Dennis, we're just going to turn you down for a moment. We're going to give Cotter an opportunity to take on these questions just like you did. So, Cotter, same rules apply. You ready?
No, yes, maybe, go.
All right, let's get started. Your time will begin after I ask the first question. What gas makes up approximately 74% of the sun's mass? Is it hydrogen or nitrogen?
Ooh, hydrogen.
Correct. What landmark is 250 feet long, 66 feet tall, and has a face modeled after a pharaoh?
Pass.
What French term literally means Fat Tuesday?
Oh, Mardi Gras?
Correct. What color is Bianco wine?
Red.
Incorrect. True or false, Florida State Seminoles are still in the NCAA men's basketball tournament?
Ah, damn it. True.
Correct. In what year did the Kentucky Derby start? Was it 1875, 1866, or 1877?
77.
Incorrect. Colin Hay is the founder and lead vocalist for what rock band?
Men at Work.
Correct. You passed on question number 2. What landmark is 250 feet long, 66 feet tall, and has a face modeled after a pharaoh?
Statue of Liberty.
Incorrect. Cotter, you got 1, 2, 3,
Damn it, I
4.
got
You have
4.
lost.
Yeah.
You have lost today. Dennis, you still there, bud?
Yes, sir, and it's the Sphinx.
It is the Sphinx.
Damn
You are absolutely right.
Damn
But
it.
Cotter takes the loss today. I love how losses almost don't even affect you anymore. You used to be really upset at them, but I think mostly you just have to go number 2
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, that's all I'm thinking about right now. Sorry, Dennis. Congrats. Hats off, man. Woo!
Dennis, we got your info, man. I'll call you after the show.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks, Dennis.
You got his number.
Yeah, I got his number. All right.
Give me the answers. Let's get through this. Come on.
All right,
answers.
here are the answers. What gas makes up approximately 74% of the sun's mass? That is hydrogen. Which landmark is 250 feet long? Yada, yada, yada. It is the Sphinx. Dennis got
Damn
it
it,
after
that's a
there.
Great question.
Which French term literally means Fat Tuesday? That is Mardi Gras. What color is Bianco wine? That is white. True or false? Florida State Seminoles are still in the NCAA men's tournament. That is true. In what year did the Kentucky Derby start? 1875. And Colin Hay is the founder and lead vocalist for what rock band? One of my favorites, Men at Work.
All right. Congratulations to Dennis. We're back tomorrow with another round of Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1. All right, guys. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, back on the stream. Thanks for hanging around with us while we took care of some audio. I think Cotter, I can't hear myself here. Nope, still can't.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. All right. Yeah, Cotter's going to go take care of some maintenance work. Let's just say that he's initializing the stabilizer right now, if you know what I mean. Wanda goes, I didn't realize it's the in thing to play your music without headphones. Reminds me of the big boom boxes. He's going to take the process. He's going to do something. It's going to be very violent. Oh, look who showed up. It's almost time for Chicks on Dudes. It's almost time for Chicks on Dudes. This is my theme song about Chicks on Dudes. Apparently my cameras aren't working. There it is. That's a great look. Just keep that face, Mac. Perfect. Hold on, let me turn you on.
Good morning.
There you are. All right. Welcome. This morning has been so fast.
Really?
That's what she said.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I'm just saying, if you wouldn't have said it, I probably would have ended up saying it, but probably 10 minutes later, delayed
You're that
reaction.
still not awake yet?
No. My eyes are very puffy.
That's me every single morning. You're fine. So,
But I'm 28, okay?
wait, what the hell does that mean? Just because I'm a decade older than you.
Oh.
Get over it. Okay, so Cotter got into a conversation way early in the show, like around 6 a.m., about how he loves to eat green hatch chilies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he went home last night at 11 o'clock at night, ate a bunch of green hatch chilies, and then they're hitting him right now.
I was going to say, did he poop?
That's why Cotter is currently off the screen right now. But Mac is here, so I had to throw her on. But yeah, he is taking care of business, and it hit him right when trivia started. So he has been dying on the inside for like the last 10 minutes.
So there's more of a reason, because he naturally walks pretty fast.
Right. Sure.
He was super speeder just
Oh,
now.
yeah, yeah.
So, okay.
Sure, he looked like the Flash going down the hallway.
Nah.
Yeah.
Short little flash.
Short little.
Wee little flash.
Oh, that should be Cotter's nickname, Wee Little Flash. That would explain so much in his life. All right, so we got some great stories, great questions from people for Chicks on Dudes today.
Cool.
Also, remember, anyone watching the stream, if you have any questions, whether they be specifically for Mac or just about your own relationships, your questions maybe you're too afraid to ask, feel free to email the show. It's kmshow@rock1061.com. So kmshow@rock1061.com. But yeah, Cotter is, I'm guessing, dying at this very moment. We are currently on the air playing back our Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia. Cotter lost again today, which leaves his current record. So here's Cotter's current record on trivia. We've been a show for almost a month now. His record is 3 wins, 4 losses, and 1 tie. My record, no big deal. 7 wins, 0 losses, and 3 ties. So
Very nice job, Marshall.
am I a genius?
Very nice.
I don't know. I mean, geniuses don't usually have to even think if they're a genius. People just tell them they're geniuses.
I'm not going to tell you. You're a
Yeah, actually,
genius,
no
but I
one
mean, that's
no
very
one
nice.
said that. That's very nice. You don't care. Ah, jeez.
Are we sure that Hefe's okay? Because he has been like very lazy the past 2 days.
No, Hefe's just chilling. He's just loving life. He's essentially retired at this point. I don't know how long beta fish live. I think I heard it was somewhere around 5 years. He's currently less than a year into existence.
I was going to say,
He's
he's not
retired.
that old.
Yeah.
He loves that cactus.
He does love the cactus. I'll never get rid of the cactus, although I think I'm going to get him some new stuff to put in there.
You need to get him a new anemone because he's got something growing on it.
Yeah, he has some green stuff there. I should fix that. All right, guys, in the 9 o'clock hour today, just so we all know, 2 big things happening. Obviously, Mac, who's on camera right now, she's going to join us for Chicks on Dudes. That'll start a little after the 9 o'clock hour, and then Marshall's Music News will wrap up the show today, 100% for sure. Gibby says, wait, Mac, say anemone again.
Anemone.
I think she nailed it.
I watched a lot of Finding Nemo when it first came out. Regardless of whether or not Finding Nemo was in existence, I think that's how I would probably pronounce it. Anemone.
Yeah. Phenomenon. Have you watched all the Pixar films? Are you like a big Pixar fan?
Not all of them. I haven't watched Soul, which
just came out.
Yeah, it did. I lost to trivia on that one last night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awkward.
But anyways, no, I haven't watched all of them.
What's your? I mean, do you find that Finding Nemo? Was it Finding Dory was the sequel, right?
Yes.
Do you like Finding Dory better than Nemo, or is
No.
Nemo still king?
Nemo's
King of the
still
seas.
king. Yeah.
Gibby says, "Say cinnamon."
Cinnamon.
Say it again.
Cinnamon.
All right, but say it like you normally would.
Cinnamon.
Okay, it's not weird at all.
I didn't say cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
I think I can pronounce that right and not cinnamon because it's too close to semen, and I don't like that word.
Aaron goes hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
Gibby goes aluminum.
Aluminum.
What?
Aluminum.
One more time.
Aluminum.
Oh, okay. No, you nailed it.
Aluminum.
Jesus. Oh man, look who's back. Cotter, do you feel better, buddy?
I feel so much better.
Yeah, Marshall told me that story.
So much better.
Green Hatch chilies. Actually, you know what? Torture Tuesday. Here's what we do. You eat like 20 pounds of Green Hatch chilies.
20 pounds?
But we have you wake up at 3 a.m. to do it.
That is a lot of Green Hatch chilies.
And then you just have to sit through the show.
Dude, I mean, it was the container is, I mean, it's smaller than like a yogurt container.
Mhm.
It's like half a yogurt container. So I had maybe half of that last night, and that's what's doing it to me today. It kept me up all night last night.
Bet you won't do that again.
No, I will. That's the
Yeah.
stupid part. I totally will. Totally will.
I feel like I should go to Kroger and absolutely buy all of the Green Hatch chilies and save you from yourself because you obviously will not stop.
They're so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, you've got some issues, dude.
Every time I go to Kroger, man, I pick at least 2 up.
Okay.
Because I'll go through one of a container a day. They're so good.
Where are they at again? I have to go buy some. I have to go buy. You buy them at Kroger, but where are they at in Kroger?
They're just in with the Mexican food, with all the peppers and stuff like that. If you go into
Like in the vegetable section or like the aisle, like
the aisle,
Hispanic? Okay.
yeah, with all of the taco shell seasonings and all that stuff.
All right.
I mean, and now they're not as good as some of the stuff you're going to get from straight up Hatch, New Mexico, that's fresh and not container like that.
Oh yeah, sure.
But they're the closest thing I found.
I'm looking at Kroger's weekly ad as of right now.
To see if you can get some.
I don't want them.
They're $1.20 or $1.50. It's super cheap.
I'm gonna buy them out.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna buy them out, and you know those crushing videos where they take like the compress.
Why
I'm just
would
gonna
you do
crush
that?
all, just to see you die inside.
Not last time I went because there was more, but the time before that there was only 3 left. I'm like, well, getting all 3. 'Cause if they're it, I want to make sure I got them.
So I didn't bring this up, but I actually got a text message 10 minutes ago from Mac.
Okay.
And here's what it says: I'm here, fixing coffee real quick, like.
I knew that something was going to be said. How did I
could
know?
you stop being so Southern? Like your accent is sometimes so thick it permeates into your text messages.
I can't help it.
When I read it, I literally hear you saying it in my head. It's kind of weird. Gibby goes, those are the 3 words my sister can't say properly: enemy, cinnamon, and aluminum. She has to say them very slowly.
I get that.
I think I say them right. I can't say enemy. Enemy? I don't know. If someone said it, I could probably repeat it.
I would want to say anime for some reason.
Anime, yeah. But I could cinnamon and aluminum. I have no problem with. And
Anonymity?
Mm-mm.
Anonymity? Is that
Yeah,
what you say?
the sea creature, the anemone.
Oh, okay.
OPQRSTUV.
Anemone. Anemone. I'm terrible at this. All right, Chicks on Dudes coming up here in mere moments.
Yep. I got Renegades of Funk after that. Got Chicks on Dudes.
Tim goes, how about the super dangerous dehydrogen monoxide? Is that how you say it?
What is it?
Dehydrogen monoxide? I have no idea.
What is that?
I don't know.
Dehydrogen monoxide?
That's Tim just being
It's
Tim and being too smart for
Yeah.
the room.
That's not
I
funny.
wish Tim would put as much effort into this chat as he would a red blinking light for when we get phone calls. Super dangerous. Okay, so we have 3 stories for Mac to do today. We'll do story 1, and then we'll drop the next 2 stories. Actually, I don't know. I think, yeah, you know what? I think the last 2, yeah, let's do 1 and then 2, 3 for the breaks. Because I feel like we can spend more time on question 1. And 2 and 3, I think, are kind of shorter answers. Oh, look, Chris Wagner has entered the chat. Mr. Basketball guy. Actually, I saw Chris last night at trivia. Chris has our number 2 and 5 ranked brackets. And, well, there goes Mac. And here comes Mac. He has our number 2 and 5 ranked brackets on the Cotter and Marshall Madness.
It's a good place to be, man.
Yeah,
it's a really good place
he's
to be.
He's doing well. And I saw him last night. And I'm like, dude, you were absolutely killing it. And he goes, yeah, I don't think I've ever watched a college basketball game through. He goes, I knew nothing.
Hey,
it was complete guesses from him, and it's completely working out for him. It's that dumb luck thing. It's this thing I brought up, with essentially my career. I've just dumb lucked into everything. All right, guys, we're about a minute and a half away.
You said story 1 and then coming back for 2.
Yeah, let's do 2. 2 and 3, I think, are kind of shorter. Although story 3 is the longest out of all of them, I think the answers are shorter.
Yeah.
All right, so we got about 90 seconds, but it's a great time to answer the internet, and, of course, a great time for Mac to answer it first. If your life depends on it, what gymnastics event would you bet your life that you could do?
Wow.
Well, I can't do any flips. A cartwheel. Does that count? I do a cartwheel and a round off. That's it.
No, we're talking about like
Olympic events.
Floor exercise, pommel horse, still rings, vault, parallel bars, horizontal bars, the uneven bars, balance beam. I mean, what if your life depended on it? Which one could you do? And guys, drop your answers into the chat. Gibby says parallel bars or floor routine.
Yeah, I was gonna say parallel bars because I think it's the one that it's the least smoothest apparatus. When you watch the Olympics, it's usually the one you're like, I don't get this one at all. I think I could fumble my way through it.
Chris goes, I can twirl a mean ribbon. All right, Mac, answer. You got it. Your life depends on it. Which one could you participate in? Floor exercise, pommel horse, still rings, vault, parallel bars, horizontal bars, uneven bars. What do you think you could do if your life depended on it? Essentially,
20 seconds.
Gun to your head.
Parallel bars.
Okay.
Easily, yeah. If I had 20 seconds, too.
I'm going to go pommel horse. I could jump over that bitch like no problem.
All right, guys, we got 10. We'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out today, Cotter and Marshall Show. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. You can also listen to the show. Just download the app. Get us in your in-home smart speaker. Also on the website, rock1061.com. We are now joined in studio from Bob 1069, Mac, here for Chicks on Dudes. Good morning, Mac.
Good morning.
Sorry, just adjusting the camera. So there you go. There's all of Mac.
How you feeling today?
I'm good. My eyes are puffy, but other than that, I think it's the pollen.
Yeah, we noticed. We didn't want to say anything. I mean,
I'm not
Cotter.
offended.
Well, Cotter mentioned it first because he said, "Oh, I drew." Yeah, he mentioned it while he was running down the hallway to go to the bathroom because he ate way too many green hash chilies last night. But as soon as he came in, he looked at me and gave me the wink, and he's like, "Ugh, Mac's eyes." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I saw. I saw." It was kind of weird that he pointed that out. She also gave you a nickname during the break here. She called you the wee little Flash because you're running down the hallway so quick to the bathroom.
You know what? I'll take it. You know, there was no accidents.
Double insult.
I'll take it. There was no mishaps. Timing was perfect. So no worries. So I'll happily accept that nickname because
wee little Flash.
I was in a hurry. I was in a hurry. All right, Chicks on Dudes. It's an opportunity for guys or girls. You got a question you want to ask. Sometimes you just don't have the guts to ask it to somebody's face. Mac is here to answer those questions for you. You can always email your questions, kmshow@rock1061.com. Mac, you ready for question number 1?
Yeah.
Let's bring the sage-like advice. Good morning, Mac and the chicks.
I
was going through Facebook just looking at random stuff as you do. I came across someone there who catches my eye. I'd like the chance to ask her out, but I don't have a clue who this person is. In real life, I know some guys might ask someone out that they have no idea who it is, but I wonder if it's considered the same thing online or is it weird? So, I mean, I guess if you see somebody at a bar, it's easier to approach them.
Yeah.
Right, because you're in the same
face
place.
to face,
Yeah.
but you may not know them. But online, is it creepy?
I will say from my very own experience, ever since I've moved here, I've gotten more and more friend requests, and I don't know who these people are, but when I want to give somebody a chance to just be their friend, at least at first, they have to message me, hey, you're cute. You're coming too strong way out of the gate.
So that's their pickup line?
Yeah.
Do they say, have they
Or
said
just
stranger
hey.
stuff? Just hey?
Mhm.
That's serial killer stuff. Hey. Saw your pictures. You have blood.
And then they lead me to having to do the worst thing you can do on Facebook and block them.
That's
No,
the worst thing?
that's the best thing
Yeah.
you can do on Facebook.
Yeah, that's
It's
like our favorite thing to do.
For them, it's the worst.
Oh, for them,
thing.
sure, but we're not worried about their feelings.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, how do you do it? Is it just too weird? Do you stay away from it?
I think you're good with adding them as a friend and then just stay quiet. You know, if they post something, like it, and then maybe the next post, like a few days later, just be like, hey, that's really cool. Show an interest rather than being creepy. And
Right.
then maybe 2 weeks later, message them and be like, hey, I know we're new friends on Facebook. My name is so-and-so. Great to connect with you, blah, blah. I know in real life this doesn't happen, but one can dream.
Now, are women going to accept random strangers' friends requests on Facebook though?
And also, can't you just like direct message people like and not have to be their friend? Because it was just some like random girl that I was like, she's a smoke show. I would just message her, be like, hey, what's up? And then immediately I'd use my clout. I'd be like, I have a morning show in Savannah. Not a big deal, but also a big deal. Can I take you out to the closest Chili's?
You know, I think the whole
I think Mac just said
messaging-
yes. I think she actually really
No,
appreciated
I
that.
I think you're going to
messaging-
Chili's now.
I think I'm getting divorced and taking Mac to Chili's.
messaging them first before adding them as a friend kind of seems like it's less stalkerish, to be honest.
Right?
It
I think
is-
so.
It is a little, I mean, I'm just saying, it's a little out of bounds, but also, if you're going to shoot your shot, I mean, what if she just says, what if the message goes awry? Not good. I don't want to be your friend anymore. Like, obviously, I lost that battle.
Right.
I don't really know you in life, so let's just cut those ties. I'll move on to the next girl I find on Facebook.
Well, because I think if you just randomly send a friend request to somebody, you're like, who's this guy? It's like, all right, we'll check it out. Then all of a sudden, he just starts liking things. Now I'm going, who is it? I mean, I'm getting creeped out by that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Yep.
also like, if you're like, you find someone on Instagram, and then suddenly they go back to like your post from like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like you and your dog, and that dog's dead by now. Like, thanks for liking that post. I totally want to get with you now.
Also has happened. And it's very
No.
weird.
no.
You
Uh,
did some scrolling.
Yeah. Yeah, I've researched and seen this stuff happen way too many times.
All right, it is Chicks on Dudes with Mac from Bob 1069. We got 2 more questions we're going to get to. We'll get to both of those after this. Bring me the horizon. This is Teardrops. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
I love on the stream, Tim goes, Chili's? That was a joke from earlier. But yeah, she would be honored if I took Mac to a Chili's. Margaritas. Oh my God, El Presidente? Baby back ribs? What a lucky girl. What a lucky
I
girl.
couldn't tell you the last time I ate at Chili's.
Me neither. Well,
Huh.
essentially, you've been to Chili's. You went to Chewy's recently. so.
Oh, shut up. I think you've been to Chewy's more recently than I.
Yeah, I went there. Where was I at? Oh, I went to Florida in February.
Yeah.
I was down in Gainesville. I think there was a Chewy's there.
Last time I ate at Chewy's, I was there by myself because it was the weekend that Dana had just a lot of work going on, and she's like, just go to Jacksonville, hit up some breweries. So that was the time I met up with David and Ann by accident at Ardwolf, and my first stop was Chewy's, and I didn't care. I sat there proudly by myself, ate some lunch, and then went and drank by myself. It was a sad yet awesome day.
Good for you, man.
I enjoyed every minute of it.
Tim goes, you can tell how old a person is based on their affinity for Chili's. I honestly, Chili's is nice. I'm not in love with Chili's in any form or fashion there. Trust me.
No, it was definitely more of a. It was a bigger deal back in the 90s.
Yeah, there was a lot less.
Mhm.
I think there was a lot less choice.
That could be it.
I feel like, especially in the Savannah area now, over the last 7 years I was here, the choice of food, the range of food is so much
Yeah.
better than what it used to be. I mean, finding a place that has fried fish and shrimp is literally every other door here in the area. So
Very true.
it's nice to see. It's nice to see some change, some difference. All right, got 2 more questions for Mac coming up here in about 90 seconds, and then we'll wrap up the show with 3 stories for Marshall's Music News, which I have somewhere. Oh, yeah, right here. We're going to talk about Alice Cooper's possibly fronting the Foo Fighters. We're going to talk about Meatloaf. Meatloaf has put together a dating show, which is very interesting. And then we'll talk about Rob Zombie and his success from his new album, The Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Conspiracy Theory.
Meatloaf has never reached the first Bat Out of Hell album is really good. I mean, amazingly good. Nothing after that has come close.
He was before my time, and obviously I know the hits, which I think are like 2 for Meatloaf. Does he have any more? It's like 2 big songs,
I
right?
mean, Anything for Love is the big hit, but that was off of Bat Out of Hell 2, which was like 20 years after Bat Out of Hell 1. Now, the first Bat Out of Hell, to me, is such a good record. I mean, it's theatrical. I mean, it's very theatrical, but man, it's good.
Yeah, I just remember Meatloaf as Bitch Tits Bob from Fight Club.
All right, we got about 15.
Dude creeps me out.
Hanging out in the studio for the final hour of the Cotter and Marshall Show. You can get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You'll notice we have a guest in the studio. That is Mac from Bob 1069 here for Chicks on Dudes. This is your chance to ask a question. Maybe you just can't ask face-to-face. You can email it in, kmshow@rock1061.com, and Mac will help. She'll answer the question, give you sage-like advice. That's why she's here, our resident expert. So don't fail us.
All right.
Okay, let's go ahead and get into story number 2. Good morning, gang. I'm extremely tempted to go and get a nose ring, but I'm also indecisive. Do they change your perception of someone or nah? Or do you find them attractive? So, Mac, what do you think about nose rings? Good look on a guy?
No.
No?
No.
So absolutely passing. You think this gentleman should just absolutely let that temptation just go and walk right by the needle shop?
I mean, in all reality, you could go get it and just, if you don't like it, just let it grow up. But for me,
Grow up?
Like the piercing
Oh,
itself,
grow-
grow, whatever. I'm
Right.
Southern. You said it earlier. But everybody's taste is different, but I'm not all for the nose ring. Now, I would like a nose ring, but
so nose
I
rings
probably
nose
not.
rings on chicks, but not guys.
No.
All right, so chicks like us, we get nose rings.
Well, see,
Pretty exciting.
I had a nose ring.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. So I got my nose pierced years ago, and then I was applying for a different job, and I had to interview with somebody locally before I was flown out for the job interview. And I knew of this guy that I was interviewing with, and I'm like, I don't know how he's going to feel about the nose ring. So I took it out. I don't regret it. I mean, the hole's still there. It didn't grow over.
Okay.
But I was never able to get the hoop through again, so I just kind of gave up on it.
Yeah.
So I can't help you whether it's going to help you pick up chicks or not, but I'm like, you want to do it, man. Who cares?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, certain guys pull off well, like LeJean Weatherspoon
Oh,
from
yes.
Seven Dust.
Yeah.
He's a nose ring guy. He pulls that off so well.
Lenny Kravitz.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Great nose ring guy.
dude. I saw a picture of Lenny Kravitz recently. That guy, how he is like Benjamin Button. He just keeps getting better looking. He keeps getting better looking. And then there was that video recently where some stuff happened to his pants. Some things fell out. He is living the life. I'll show it to you later, Mac. It's fine.
No, I think there's HR somewhere there. Moving on to story number 3, final story of Chicks on Dudes. Dear Chicks on Dudes, how do guys approach girls on a busy dance floor? Do I just go up behind a girl, grab her hip, and start grinding? I'm going to stop right there and say no. You never do that. you don't even think or consider doing
As
that.
a guy who's probably never been to a club, hold on. Let Mac answer this. Continue.
No, there's more. Well, yeah, that's common sense. Don't grab
No.
somebody without them seeing it. No.
There's mirrors. There's always lots
no,
of mirrors.
No. Is there
depends.
is there even a proper way to do this? How do I know I'm not making her uncomfortable? Chances are you are if you're creeping up behind her. It feels so wrong for me just to put my body against a complete stranger. Once again, because
Cotter,
it is.
Stop judging.
No, I'm very judging on this guy. My buddies have told me that girls on the dance floor and clubs are looking for this type of grinding behavior. Your guys and friends are idiots, but I just need to hear this from a girl's perspective because I don't know if I trust them fully.
Yeah, don't trust your friends. That's horrible.
Holy
Don't do that.
crap.
You don't do that.
That's the worst advice ever.
It's
you
not,
need new friends.
I'm just saying, like, at Club 51, because you guys obviously haven't been there.
No.
All right. They have mirrors all over the place. So you can't exactly approach someone from behind without them seeing you.
They're not paying attention.
And-
They're doing their own thing.
And as I've hung out at Club 51, which is, don't ask me why I was there, I saw this behavior quite a bit. And in most cases, it is very welcome. To what I've seen, but Mac, what do you see out there? Would you appreciate if you were on the dance floor, let's just say with your girls, and some guy kind of, even if you're facing him, climbs up and like kind of, starts shaking and grinding on you? Is that something you appreciate?
I don't like that word. No grinding.
No grinding?
Coming up to me and being like maybe a foot and a half away and like starting conversation and getting, yeah, that's fine. Do not grind up on me. I don't know you.
Those are the worst friends ever.
What if he walked up to you with his photo ID?
What is that?
No, she goes, I don't know you.
no,
Then you're
So,
trying too hard.
yeah, here's my photo ID, and then the grinding begins.
No
Is that
grinding.
consensual?
I just
There's
met
no
you.
grinding,
Look, I'm
Marshall.
just trying to help out. I'm trying to help this guy out just in case he goes forward this thing that his friend said
We're
it was okay
helping
with.
him out by being the friends that he needs. By telling him, don't do it.
Not the friends he has. Okay, I get
Exactly.
it. All right.
Every question he asked was just bad, and just no. No.
It kept getting worse.
No, I mean, yes, it got horribly worse. Oh dear Lord!
I'm just so you know, sometime during today, I'm gonna walk up behind you to start grinding on you. Just Cotter, not you, man. Sorry.
All right, that is Chicks on Dudes. How's my day just getting worse? If you have questions for Mac, email the show, kmshow@rock1061.com. Mac, as always, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mac.
It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Good Lord. Yeah, the guy probably doesn't have great friends.
No.
He has horrible friends.
Those are the worst
Rethink
people in
his
the.
life.
Oh my Lord.
Granted, I haven't been into a bar like that in God knows how long, but no, I've always been that way. Do not do that.
What's the first story you're doing, Marshall?
I'm gonna do the Alice Cooper Foo Fighters story.
Okay.
All right, before you leave, we'll have you answer one question because we're obviously in a commercial break right now. Right, we're in commercials. Yeah. So we're in a commercial break right now. Right before we hit up Marshall's Music News, let's go ahead and answer the internet on this question. Everyone watching, feel free to put your answers in the chat. How much is too much for a height difference in a relationship?
I feel like we talked about this.
Yeah,
last
'cause
week.
I think it was brought up on a Chicks on Dudes before.
Mac hates short guys.
Right, but no, give us.
I don't hate short guys.
She will never date a short guy.
No, she
She'll
just
never give him the time of day.
She just doesn't believe they exist because she's so tall.
Why do y'all-
Mythical creatures.
Why do y'all paint me out to be a horrible person?
Yeah, I mean, Cotter, you're 5'4", and
Oh, dear Lord,
honestly,
that's
she
short.
doesn't even She honestly sees an empty seat.
Wee little flash.
Wee little flash. All right, so what is like 4 inches, 5 inches taller, shorter? I mean,
My height or taller.
there you go. So 0. So 0. The height difference must be 0 or positive.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think if I dated anybody taller than me. I mean, not that it'd be that hard. Not in a serious relationship, but I wouldn't care. I wouldn't be threatened, bothered, offended if I dated somebody taller than me. It doesn't bother me.
2 foot difference for Gibby. So, and he goes no grinding.
None.
No grinding.
Actually, Gibby goes 1.98 feet is acceptable.
Ooh, could you imagine somebody shorter than you? Okay, no, y'all don't count. 'Cause
I
you're
actually
guys,
I do
but, like,
constantly. I don't have to. He's sitting right there.
Like, think about a short, like, midget. No offense. Coming up to you and grinding on you. No, dude.
That'd be hilarious. Oh, wow, Mac has a hatred for short people.
Weird. I told you.
It actually, yeah. She can't even look at you right now. Mac just turned her back to Connor. Oh, that'd be so funny. Oh, I can't wait. I hope there's a position
Technically,
one day.
I'm
that
taller
happens.
than Mac, right? I'm taller than you, right? I think so.
You're
Maybe?
5'7". You're 5'6".
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
taller.
okay.
Towering over.
Depends on what shoes she's wearing. She's just wearing her kids today. Kids.
My kids.
Yeah.
Appropriate.
Okay. Well, Mac, thank you so much for swinging by. Thanks for hanging around on the chat.
Thank you.
Tim goes, dude, I'd love a dwarf grinding on me. And then Gibby goes, Tim gets it.
Tim's tall.
All right, Mac, once again, thanks. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming in. We'll see you later. Have a great day.
Actually,
Says
gonna
bye to the fish, but not us.
Not us.
Thanks
She
a
doesn't
lot.
Care. I just played the Foos, and I've got it coming up again, so I'm just gonna do Alice Cooper.
Yeah, do Alice Cooper, man.
They do Schools Out.
It's almost summertime.
Yep.
At least it's past spring, so that's good. All right, guys. On the downward slope of the show today, thank you everyone for hanging out and watching the live stream today. Once again, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, follow all those amazing things on our Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube accounts. Our YouTube has been growing just about every day, which is actually really, really cool. Once again, we always put up content there. Every single show is there. Plus, we put up some exclusive content that's only there as well. We'll actually have an exclusive content video coming early next week from Cotter.
Yes. And we still have the Malort video. I'd like to put
Oh, yeah,
together.
there's the Malort video.
Yeah, we got that. We got the just find some time to get everybody to drink Malort.
We came up with a concept of how to do that. We could put that into motion pretty quickly. All right, guys. So I talked about going to get the ultimate breakfast burrito from
Oh, yeah.
Rocky's
Did you go?
yesterday. I did not.
Ah.
I decided to be a responsible adult and go grocery shopping. I had to run to the grocery store and pick up our $50 Visa gift card for the person who won Big Money Monday last week.
Right.
So actually had to pick that up because our boss has not showed up to work for like the last week and a half. Golf tournaments and meetings and working from our third.
Is he here today?
Yeah, I think he is.
Okay.
I think he's here right now. He is because he, when Mac was in here, he poked his head around the corner and
Okay.
waved. But I just ignored him. So. Oh man. All right. How much time we got?
We got like 6 minutes.
Oh, cool. All right, so let's do this. Let's answer the internet here. This is actually a great question. And once again, feel free to drop in your comments in the chat below. If you could be homeless in any city, where would you choose?
Interesting. It's got to be someplace warm, obviously.
Yeah. I have 2 spots in California that I'm thinking of, but you answer first.
Okay, let me think. I mean, initially you're going to think, well, big city, more people. You might be able to, get by a little bit easier. But there's also a chance of a higher homeless population.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're battling it out with others trying to get things.
There's a homeless tent city in right by Harley Davidson along the 95. Did you see that?
Yeah.
They cut down a bunch of trees. I'm like, oh wow, there's one right there.
Yeah. I mean, I might go someplace a little weird and be like Phoenix or Albuquerque, where they're big, but they're not like massive cities.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Phoenix, I guess, is actually pretty big, but it's going to be warm. You don't have to really worry about any of that. Yeah, like Phoenix or Albuquerque.
I think Phoenix. Jesus Christ. And you're just choosing 2 desert spots, dude.
I'm okay with that.
I'm going to say, so Tim says Savannah. Gibby says Savannah or Miami. I would specifically say Tybee if I was going to stay in this area.
Yeah.
I would be a bum on Tybee, although they don't exactly appreciate them. Nathan, and yeah, actually, those were one of the 2 cities I was going to mention in California, San Diego or San Francisco. I'd be colder in San Francisco, but I think San Francisco has a really awesome, homeless person program.
Right.
But San Diego would probably be my number 1 choice. I think I would be a homeless person in San Diego. It's beautiful. The weather is absolutely outstanding. Of course, the scraps of Mexican food you get there would be insanely good. Yeah, San Diego would be my number 1 choice.
Okay.
Followed up by maybe Seattle. I think Seattle would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't get. How cold does it get in Seattle? Lots of rain though.
Yeah, there's rain, but there's never any snow.
Okay.
And the snow is pretty rare.
Okay.
Nathan goes, always comfortable weather. And then Gibby and Tim are going on about rolling a D20 dice for a persuasion check. That's a Dungeons & Dragons joke.
I get that.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right. I still keep putting off coming up with one last thing for my top 5 for our meeting.
I will figure it out 2 minutes before our meeting starts. I will have my top 5.
Fair enough.
Oh, man. All right. We got 3 minutes still? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. That is forever.
Rooster. What is the other place? Toasted. It's a whiskey bar.
Oh, Toasted is down off of Oglethorpe?
I don't remember exactly where, but the owner loves us.
Oh, okay.
Aaron went there yesterday, met with her. I guess they still owe her some trade. She wants us there to do something.
Sure.
So I told Aaron, you and I will pick a day and go and look at it because I've never been.
Yeah, so it's inside the Spring Hill Suites, although it's kind of like right on the corner of Montgomery there.
Okay.
Like if you're just taking the highway in to downtown, it's right there on Montgomery Street.
Okay. But pick a day. We can head there because I've never been there, so I wanted to check the place out before kind of committed to anything, just to see what we could do, if anything.
Yeah, it's the corner of Oglethorpe and Montgomery.
Okay.
Toasted Barrel right there. An
All right.
18-minute drive away from here.
Perfect. So I don't know if we were going to hand out flyers sometime next week. They don't open until 2. I know we didn't plan on being out that late. I don't know if we wanted to get a later start and swing by there to check it out when it opens.
Toasted Barrel, bourbon and grilled cheese. Oh yeah, I was gonna say they have do a bunch of grilled cheese stuff.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's. I mean, this place is super classy. Are you sure they want us in there?
That's what I asked.
It looks.
I asked that exact question.
It is very, very classy. Although I'm a huge bourbon fan, so trust me, I would love to go there.
Yeah. So I mean, but I think she even said something about doing some sort of trivia thing there.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
So yeah, but I don't know if we want to go check it out first before.
Yeah, I mean,
get a feel for it.
If anything, let's go get drunk there.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Too, but I'm just trying to make it work related.
Nathan goes, New Orleans may not be too bad either. I've heard the smell and the absolute heat in New Orleans during the summer makes it damn near unbearable.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I've never been there, so but I've had friends that went.
I went over Christmas, and then we went for WrestleMania, so that was in April. So no, the heat wasn't bad, obviously, either of those times.
Yeah, my friend went there in the dead of summer for a conference. A guy I grew up with, who now is a professor at West Point University in New York.
Jeez.
I know, it's crazy. I have a smart friend. Dude, he told me that New Orleans was so damn unbearable that he refuses to go back.
Wow.
He was like, it was so miserable outside. Maybe he just hit, a couple really crazy days in New Orleans. He just refuses to go back to New Orleans now. Will not go back.
New Orleans.
He hated it. He hated it, hated the food, hated everything.
Oh, wow, man.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the food thoroughly.
He didn't want any part of New Orleans after that. It absolutely destroyed his experience.
The only mistake I made when we went down for WrestleMania, we were trying to get somewhere, and we basically ended up driving not on Bourbon Street, but right around Bourbon Street. And even though it was just a normal weekend, well, I guess it was WrestleMania weekend, a lot of people in. Yeah. It's like trying to drive downtown River Street like on St. Patrick's Day. I mean, it was miserable. All right, guys, be right back. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Last 30 minutes of the show. You still get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. But let's get into it. Story number 1 of Marshall's Music News.
So Alice Cooper was, in a recent interview, asked if he wasn't going to front his own band, what band would he like to front? And he actually came up with a pretty good answer. He goes, I think I'd probably do the Foo Fighters. Now, Alice Cooper, 73 years old now, says that only because they're exactly, and when they do my songs, they do it exactly like my band. I mean, it's amazing. Now, Alice Cooper went on to say that the Foo Fighters actually was influenced by him quite a bit. And he only says that because Dave Grohl and Taylor Hawkins told them that when the Foo Fighters started, Alice was a big, big influence for what they did. Now, Alice Cooper goes on to say the guys in the band, they said they learned how to play listening to the early Alice Cooper album. So when he goes up on stage with the Foo Fighters, they nail his songs. They do them exactly the way they should be done. He goes, so I'd probably be in the Foo Fighters if they ever really needed a sick lead singer.
What would Dave Grohl do?
I don't know, play the drums. Actually, he's so talented, he can play any instrument. Just let Alice Cooper front the band.
Dave Grohl now is just your rhythm guitarist and backup singer.
He's just the
How'd that
bassist.
happen?
He's the secondary bassist where he only hits the chord every 5 seconds.
Is there a rhythm bassist? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Dave Grohl can figure it out somehow, though.
He can get into the Guinness World Record books for being the first ever backup bassist or whatever.
All right, we got more Marshall's music news coming up. Let's do some Alice Cooper, man.
Yeah.
This is School's Out. Great stuff. Scott or Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Nathan says, I would go see that show, all the Foo hits plus all the Cooper theatrics.
Yeah,
that would
that'd
be fun.
That'd be fun.
Lead bassist. Lead bassist? And he would do it. Yeah, that was a fun story. Alice Cooper, man, still feisty little 73-year-old old man, still putting the makeup on. I don't know how his hair is held on as well as it has. I don't know if it's
Is it legit?
yeah, he made enough money.
Steven Tyler. Have you seen him without the wigs?
Okay, this is a really dumb answer. Steven Tyler wears wigs?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
Is he bald?
No, not bald, but it's definitely not the long flowing locks that he had 50 years ago. His hair is much shorter. I've seen several pictures without it.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I mean he's not bald, but it's short hair. So I'm guessing. Come on.
How shorter? How much shorter?
Um,
Down to his shoulders? Or are you talking like?
no, I mean it's shorter than mine. At least the pictures I remember seeing.
Okay, I've got to Google.
Let's see if I can find it.
Steven Tyler, short hair. Because he had like feathers and stuff in his hair.
Clip those in.
And Steven Tyler's in his 70s too, aren't you?
I would imagine he is.
Let
Let me see. Where is
yeah, I am talking about Ken.
Because it was obviously not something that was.
I see his younger man pictures, but I mean everything
There's
older.
that right there.
Oh yeah. Still, I mean he's got a full set of hair. Oof. Steven Tyler is
There's that
weirdly
better. There you go.
topless woman in that picture. So weird. Okay, you know what? I don't want to go down this rabbit hole. I may throw up again. Let's see. Gibby goes down the internet rabbit hole. We go. Sorry, man. See how easy it is? We just did it again, and we didn't realize we were doing it.
Steven Tyler dresses and looks like the crazy aunt you always wanted to have.
Yeah,
You know?
true. Nathan still goes, Bret Michaels without the hats and bandana is my favorite balding rocker. I'm not going to do it. You almost got me, you son of a
Well,
bitch.
it's like Hulk Hogan.
You almost got me.
Same thing. Hulk Hogan would have.
Hulk Hogan, I always knew was bald.
Fake
He
hair,
was,
but-
he was bald like when he was born.
Well, no, but back in the day, he at least had the old man weird mullet. But now
Yeah.
he doesn't have that anymore. And for a while, it was fake hair coming out the bandana.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Does he even have that anymore?
that I don't know.
What's up, man? Our boss is just standing out looking out the window. Does Hulk Hogan not have any hair at all?
No, he doesn't have the long mullet anymore.
Like just the mullet though.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he does.
Well, he was thin back in the 80s.
Like, yeah, he had no hair essentially, and then but he doesn't even have this anymore.
I don't think he does. We'll find out. He's hosting WrestleMania. All right, we got 10 seconds. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. You get the stream. You can also listen live. In-home smart speaker. You can download the app for free. Find it in the App Store and Google Play. Also, stream it on the website. It is rock1061.com. Right now, we got story number 2, Marshall's Music News.
I don't know if you guys remember or not, but in 1993, Meatloaf released his massive power ballad, I Would Do Anything for Love. Turns out I'm not a great singer. Did you guys figure that out? But he won't do that. But maybe he will do that. What he did finally is create a dating show named after that song. Now, he's going to be the executive producer on it, which means he essentially just allowed them to use the name of the song,
Yeah.
and he's just going to make money while doing absolutely nothing on it. But it is a reality dating show. The new TV show named after that song sounds like a mix between Married at First Sight and Fear Factor. Now, it's being produced by Meatloaf, and the creators behind Netflix's Nailed It, I'll Do Anything for Love, But I Won't Do That is currently being shopped to networks and streaming services, so that means it is already filmed, ready to go. I would expect to see this thing here in the next few months.
I think Meatloaf should have been the prize. I think
he should have been the host.
Right, he should have done something. I'm a little disappointed. I mean, yeah, okay, the song, the title works for something fun like that, but I need more Meatloaf in this show.
Well, check this out. So in each episode, 2 couples will put their relationships on the line for the show's cash prize. After 2 rounds of absurd, sometimes frightening physical contests inspired and accompanied by ballads, the couple on top will advance to the end game where their faith in each other will undergo the ultimate challenge.
So these are legit couples.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Yeah.
How many? I mean, they can't be married. I'm guessing they're dating because that's what they want.
I think you'll get a mix of both.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, how bad must your marriage be if you're willing to give it up for money?
I don't think you're giving it up. I just think you're getting challenged. It says where their faith in each other will undergo the ultimate challenge.
Okay, so maybe you get money if you show that you have faith in one another. It's not picking or choosing between your loved one or a wad of cash.
I'm not going to lie. As a married man, I have to watch some crappy reality television shows sometimes.
I get that.
But I'm into this. I am definitely going to point this one out to my wife. And it's like, it's a little bit for the guys, Fear Factor, and then it's a little bit for the girls, the reality television show. I'm into this. Once we actually get a solid release date, trust me, I will be sharing that news with you guys.
All right, it is the Cotter and Marshall Show. We got one more story to go in Marshall's Music News. That is coming up. Rock 106.1.
Gibby goes, I'll go on the show. My wife wouldn't wipe my ass if I lost my arms. Jesus Christ. I think you need to reevaluate a few things. And also, I'm guessing you've asked your wife that question, if you already know the answer to it. That's also a big goal of mine, to just never lose my arms. So,
yeah, I think it's a fair goal.
I'm pretty attached to them. Huh? All right, okay. All right, one more story today for Marshall's Music News, and that wraps it up. Thursday on the show, what do we have? Hefe,
new music beta fish. I don't know what songs he has to pick from yet.
So Hefe will make his return to the show. About Last Night will be on the show. We should probably work on tomorrow's show as soon as this show ends.
So it's funny because I found some news stories, and I almost sent it to you like this morning at 5:30. It was going to be the really, really, really early version of the show.
Right.
But there are some that were in the one of the websites we go to that had some stuff possible for tomorrow.
Cool. All right, so yeah, Hefe makes his return tomorrow. We'll give away some more Extreme Monster Truck tickets, and we'll rock the show tomorrow. So hope you guys join us tomorrow starting at 6 a.m. Cotter Marshall Show, of course, you can stream us, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, which probably you're doing right now if you're hearing me. Make sure to go on all those platforms, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We do appreciate it.
Woo-wee. All right, coming up out of this, we've got the brand new song from The Offspring.
Let the Bad Times Roll.
Yep.
Oddly enough, my wife hates that song.
Really?
She has let me know multiple times. She's like, that new Offspring song sucks. I was like, I like it. I don't know why she hates it so much.
I was going to say, then you must hate every other Offspring song.
It's definitely a weird hatred that she has for that song.
I like it. I think it's good.
So, not a ton of stuff that I know that's going on this weekend, but I wanted to point out, because I'll be going to it, Two Tides Brewing Company. They're shutting down the DeSoto Street, that little alley that's kind of in between them and Starland Yard and where Grayface Records is. They're doing like a whole like plant thing, and I only bring this up for like mostly the guys that are watching. So if like your wife is like into plants, they're doing like this big like street fair type thing where they have a bunch of vendors and you can go look around at plants. It's just a really good way to like go drink a beer while your wife walks around. And if anyone else wants to join me, I believe it starts at like 11 o'clock.
Hey, what time are you going?
Let's see. It's from 11 to 6. I'll just say noon.
Okay.
I'm going to get out there early.
Yeah, I may try to swing by.
Yeah, so they're doing, let's see, they're teaming up with Super Bloom SAV. So from 11 to 6, they have one hell of a vendor lineup, and their neighbors of Starland Strange will be there with even more vendors. So all sorts of stuff. Varnish and Vine, Simply Potted, Charleston Hemp Collective, MF Hot Sauce. Ooh, I'll have to see them.
Shoot.
Lady Jane Clothing, Beer Candles, Lightfoot Company, 18 Loves. Anyway, it should be a cool event that's happening at Two Ties this weekend from 11 to 6. So make sure to check that out if you want. Because I will be. I'll mostly be there drinking, but I will also be there.
MF Hot Sauce?
MF Hot Sauce.
MF Thang Hot Sauce.
Oh, the Gibby, that was just Gibby's previous comment was just a long reach for a joke. My wife wouldn't wipe my ass if I lost my arms. She would do many things for love, but she won't do that. Son of a bitch. You got us. Is MF Hot Sauce, is that local?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. So there's MF Hot Sauce at Tacolicious. There's MF Thang Hot Sauce. There's MF Hot. So many.
We'll figure it out this coming Saturday.
Here we go. So, yeah, MF Hot Sauce. Unique creations for unique people made locally in Savannah, Georgia. We need this dude to make a Cotter Marshall hot sauce.
Yeah.
And then we need him to make something just bonkers crazy hot for Torture Tuesday that we can have locally.
Yeah, Cam, yeah, it's local. See if you can find his contact info, and we'll reach out to him. See if it's on there.
Yeah.
Or if anyone who's watching the stream knows the MF Hot Sauce guy, hit us up, and I want to grab his.
I got his Instagram.
Oh, cool. Shoot that link to me via email, and I'll reach out to him.
Yeah, reach out to him.
All right, guys, we're a few minutes away back going on to the air for our very last break of the show. We're going to talk about some Rob Zombie and his success with his brand new album, The Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Conspiracy Theory. Outstanding name.
I love that.
Outstanding name.
How much time and effort does he put into naming his albums? Because,
his last couple albums, those were high thoughts. So he was just high.
Yeah.
And it just came to him.
Yeah.
Possibly, his wife seems super creative. So Sherry Moon, I feel like she probably came up with some of this. His last album was the Electric Warlock Acid Witch Satanic Orgy Celebration Dispenser. So,
yeah.
that one's my all-time favorite song or album title, I think.
It is good.
So when it comes summertime, and for the show, I shot you a message, but I'm thinking about getting some new T-shirts to wear on the show. Now, the Wingman hooked me up with this T-shirt. Love the T-shirt. Like, it's like one of those shirts that have like the perfect fit for me.
Right.
So I love it. I want to wear it all the time. But I found a Celine Dion shirt that is outstanding. But
it's pricey, man.
It is $40.
No.
I think I'm gonna wait till I get paid again. I think I'm gonna do it.
Are you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy it.
It's a great shirt.
Yeah.
It's a great shirt. But yeah, it was too pricey.
Yeah, I found like a string of shirts, but it's like classic rock or like pop bands, but it's all done in like the metal, like metal artwork and like deicide type font and everything. Like I really want to get those shirts. I need to upgrade my collection. I went through my closet the other day and like I have a shirts like that I consistently wear that like 5-6 years old that are just like getting grimy, and I'm like, I gotta upgrade the style.
I get that.
And then I can always use the excuse to my wife. She's like, "Why are you wasting all your money?" I'm like, "I'm on camera every day, hun. Every day." All right, once again on the show tomorrow, Hefe, the New Music Beta Fish, chooses new music for us. More chances with trivia for you guys to win tickets to Extreme Monster Trucks, About Last Night, and a lot more. Marshall's Music News. Friday, we have Tony Scarpetti from Wicked Weed stopping in. He'll be dropping in some delicious Wicked Weed beers. We both love Wicked Weed. Been there multiple times.
Yep.
Been to Asheville a couple times each.
Yep. Now that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
In the coming weeks, we have Wayne Millard from the Beer Society, a little Facebook group that he started that got way out of hand. It's got like 20,000 people in it that have liked the page.
Yep.
He does a lot of cool stuff. Oh, speaking of local places doing stuff this weekend, Hopatomica is doing a vendor market as well.
Sorry about that.
Getting real touchy with that. But yeah, Hopatomica is doing some stuff this weekend as well. They're doing a big vendor market.
I saw
on
that.
Saturday.
That should be cool. All right, before we get out of here, we got time for one more story with Marshall's music news.
Rob Zombie's latest album, The Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Conspiracy Theory. God dang it, that's a great album title. Well, it's his first in his career to land at #1 on the Billboard's top album sales charts, which strictly tabulates the physical sales only, also referred to as the traditional album sales. Now, he only came in at #9 on the Billboard 200s, but that doesn't include all the digital sales. So he sold a lot more than the 26,000 copies he said he sold to land #1 this past week. Now, his last album, 2006's equally verbose, I obviously stole those words, the Electric Warlock Acid Witch Satanic Orgy Celebration Dispenser, secured the top spot as the highest-selling album in America when it was released in March 12th as well. So Rob Zombie continues with his utter solo work dominance, and this past album was his 7th solo album. Can you believe it?
There's been that many?
7 solo albums, dude.
Damn. Well, I mean, he's I don't know. It's hard to believe. He's focused so much on movies recently, but yeah, 7. He's a busy guy, man. He's always got something.
Always been busy, and of course, the big rumor he's doing a Munsters reboot movie, which I'm against. Cotter's for.
I'm make it a hard R. I want
to. It's just pirates.
Give me some boobies. Make it a little gritty.
Whoa!
I'm
It's
just saying.
monsters.
I know. But I think if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it like Rob Zombie. Make it count.
Just don't put your wife in it. Just Sherry Moon cannot be in this film, please.
I think she's already cast.
Ugh.
All right, coming up on the show tomorrow, another round of Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard. Will somebody finally beat Marshall? Please, dear God, please.
Here's the thing. Once I hit 10 wins, I will lose automatically. But I have 7 wins right now.
Don't do that.
No.
No.
I just want 10 wins. But I want to hit double digits.
Don't even say you're gonna throw one.
Oh, that's fine. You want to go? You want to talk about your record right now?
No. I'm just saying
you're under 500 at this point.
I'm just saying don't throw one.
I will totally throw it.
No,
I'm gonna get it out of the way. It'll be an absolute win for someone.
Don't do that. All right, we got Hefe, the new music band of Fish, picking a new song for us. And of course, we'll kick off the show with About Last Night. So have a great Wednesday, guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show on Rock 106.1. Here's Eric Andre.
All right, gang, that's the show today. I look forward to see you guys tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Thanks for hanging around as long as you have. Lots more stupidness, and now we have to go to a manager's meeting.
That's a lot more stupid.
You got your top 5?
No, I still have to come up with 5. I've got 12 minutes.
You got to initialize the stabilizer?
That might be one today.
I think I may put that on mine, too. All right, guys, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow, 6 a.m.